Oh, so close to where you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard. Oh, so close to where you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
man, the king, the god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage. And I'm here to let you motherfuckers know that the Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast every Tuesday at 7 p.m. live with Larry, the motherfucking legend. And they got a motherfucking new mission and a statement. And they're telling me to tell everyone that they say, fuck everyone that always takes the low road and to their enemies die slow, motherfuckers. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the World. I am your host, PK, and I'm joined by the lads, by the crew, the bullies, the family, the on-siders. First and foremost, wearing his brand new condom tip XPW beanie.
Yeah, that cum-colored.
Sponsored by XPW Apparel. Sponsored by, what are those drinks called?
The boxes.
The Beatbox. Beatbox poison drink. Ladies and gentlemen, Bad Take Bry, the One Punch merch guy.
Welcome.
Love him,
everybody.
Love him.
Cheers to you.
Love him. Love him.
Secondly, we are introducing a man who gave birth to a basketball playing demon straight from his own womb after years of deathmatch medical school. He is the deathmatch doctor, sole proprietor, and owner of Ringside Relics. Ladies and gentlemen, Ringside Sean.
What is going on, my guys? Thank you for the introduction, Pat. As great as always, as ever. Larry, good
Pat,
to see you. Brian, a pleasure as always. Merry Christmas,
And
Brian.
Last but not least, we
Like
have
what?
a former boat owner, a showcase showdown winner,
That's right.
co-host of All Holes Field, and my wrestling father. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm stunting like my daddy. I'm stunting like my daddy. Vroom, 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 vroom on the Yamaha, chromed out 1100. What we doing? Getting money. Ladies and gentlemen, Larry, the legend.
Pat, you did that. Talk your shit, King. Just want to shout you out. He always calls himself PK of the Blvd Bullies, but he is the brains, the nucleus of this motherfucking operation. If there's one thing you've got to be when you're the nucleus, is you got to be up front with a motherfucker. You can't forget about shit. You can't forget about shit.
Now, you guys might be wondering why
What Larry's talking about.
I'm wearing these sunglasses, these medical sunglasses prescribed to me by the deathmatch doctor. I, am known for flying way too close to the sun.
Icarus.
That is not what happened. I actually was busy all weekend
With
eating
Sukiana.
the booty holes of the girlfriends of my enemies. And I got not one, but double pink eye. How does it happen? I don't know. We need an eye wash station in the rim job section next to XPW.
Sukiana.
When you say an eye wash station, do you mean those things that were in the chemistry
Yeah.
lab where it was like the big thing
You
that
pull the thing down?
Yo, and I have rubbed my entire face all over the body of a total stranger after like 2 beers. I've ridden on the subway and just rubbed my face. Good Lord knows the surfaces that I've ingested things off of. Never once pink eye.
Must have been with some filthy whores.
So your very first time
loves
with the pink eye.
The high school sweethearts of my enemies. And their mothers.
Dirty ladies. Dirty ladies.
You've been
There's a lot.
rolling around.
He went to the Sukiana concert.
Taking
Tell him
shit.
about it, Pat.
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to go to a Sukiana concert before my life is over. I'll tell you that much.
You did your job and then she flipped you over. That's what happened.
Woo. She did me dirty.
Yeah.
My favorite
Dominated.
artist.
Yep.
Speaking of art and artists, today's a big day. I'm surprising you guys right now.
What?
I
Well,
thought he was about to break out like Purple Rain or something.
no.
Prince?
That's what I said.
But I stared too close to the sun. I flew too close to the sun. I almost got burned, and I had a whole revelation, a whole renovation of my soul and of my brain. It's a new year. It's a new Bullies. No more members-only prison for our episodes because of a misspoken sentence or two. So with love in my heart, I want to. We got a lot to talk about, too. We got the giveaways. We got the deathmatch tournaments. We got the deathmatch drama. We got a bunch to talk about. But I want to lead off by officially, you guys ready?
What?
I am officially lifting the ban of
No way.
of that who should not be named.
What?
Yes,
talk
that's
about
right,
it.
Larry. Because, everyone's like, oh, who are you talking about? What are you talking about? And we know that that whole crew are avid watchers and viewers. So
we're going
gonna
full
lift the
Voldemort. We're
ban.
going full Voldemort.
We're lifting the
Fuck you,
ban.
I'm not trying to get my tab.
Wow.
New Fear City
That's
and Casanova Valentine and the creator, the originator of the no-ring deathmatch, a valued employer of Larry Legend. And Larry, this Friday, I was sick. I was fucking dead. I had double pink. 3 in this stink. And so I didn't text you. Usually I text you, I bother you, I want to go out to dinner. I want you to lead off this episode with a boots on the ground report from, what was it called now? What was the name of this show? Deathmatch, no ring.
I believe it was A Cruel World.
Cruel
something.
World. I thought that was the last one. Okay, I understand.
The last
I
one
think
was
the
another
last one
cruel
was Theater of
entendre.
Crutality. The last one was Theater of Crutality. So this one was A Cruel World. Well, Pat, I got some news for you, brother. I didn't even make it out of the old line state. I didn't make it out of Maryland.
What?
For that show. No, Pat, I actually, it's funny. Nobody knows this, but for any New York, New Jersey show, I get a rental. Okay? I get a rental. When we go to LA for XPW, I get a rental. I picked a money green 2023 Dodge Charger.
From.
I wanted to fly. And I wanted to fly in the name of the atrocity cruel. But the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry because I get a call right before I set out on the road up the turnpike to y'all's neck of the woods. And I was told that my services weren't needed. My services weren't needed for the night. And that I was loved. I was so loved. But I forgot to tell you that we don't need you.
What? After the rental?
And in 21 years of announcing, I've never gotten that far into the travel, the commute for a show to find that out. So indeed, it was a cruel world for me on Friday, January the 12th, because I have no boots to put on any ground. I was right here in my home because I found out that, we want to let things die down. We want to let the heat die down, because you all know this is Blvd Bullies versus the world. We're heat magnets.
Yeah.
And we are coming out of a year of fire and turmoil and flame after we got a little bit of too guest happy.
Flew a little too close to the sun.
So now somebody's got to be punished. Somebody's got to be punished for that. And although I suffered the slings and arrows of all of that shit on social media, I guess some feel that they just need to go a little bit extra in on Larry to remind him that You are a bad person, and people are angry at you, and I don't want any of that around me. So yeah, no, nothing to report. No, I don't even know what happened. Was there even a show? I don't know.
Brian, I have so many questions. Brian, do you have any questions?
Well, first thing I do want to say is, do you know what they say about people that choose the color green? Do you know what they say? They're geniuses.
That's Jimmy's favorite color.
That's what they say. That's what they say. But I think that it's absolutely, it's ridiculous to tell someone you love them, but you forget about them. You know, it doesn't even make any sense. It's like, doesn't make any sense. It's weird. I want to apologize to you because like, if it's because of this show, that's like fucking ridiculous in itself that you wouldn't get
I'm a little worried because
taken off a book.
I thought the heat had already died down. There's heat. Well, I haven't been feeling it, so I'm a little worried now.
You know, it's funny because Schlack, our good friend of the show, Schlack, the human meat grinder, said to me, "Hey, like, what heat? And does the individual who is taking you now off of the show to let the heat die down understand that they're perpetuating the myth that there is heat? Do they understand that?
So it kind of, in fact, creates the heat.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
That's kind of not unlike what we were saying about the distributing of our misstep. You know what I mean? Like we had a very toxic clip come out of this show. None of us looked good. We were all very sad and embarrassed and apologized about it. But, you know, at the end of the day, we took it down and didn't really distribute it. But the man who wanted to make sure that everybody knew how toxic we was the one distributing it to the masses. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of like a little bit the same vibe. It's like, yo, there's so much heat. So I'm going to like not. I thought I was going to ask you if it was a money thing. Maybe Larry got a little too expensive with his green-colored Dodge Charger.
Well, you know, it's funny you mentioned that because, you know, that company, New Fear City, is now backed by a billionaire. And, you know, I've been around
billionaire backer.
That's right. I've been around the block, y'all. And I wonder if this was something that was kind of coming because I am full force XPW. I am the XPW flag bearer, along with the human meat grinder Schlack, the MAGA butcher. We bleed XPW. That's our charge. Well, you know, whenever I do the New Fear City, it's kind of like I'm a Circle 6 employee, yeah? You know, Circle 6 presents theater of brutality. Circle 6 presents a cruel world. Well, does Circle 6 really give a fuck about Larry Legend? And if Circle 6 doesn't give a fuck about Larry Legend and they got $1 billion, do you really love me?
That's kind of interesting because have you gotten your 1099 from Circle 6 or?
Well,
$1 billion company, I mean.
Well, Pat, I mean, listen, I ain't nothing but honest. I am nothing but honest. Pardon to go into real Trump mode there. And Circle 6 actually is a company that gets you to fill all that stuff out.
Huh.
They are a company that before you can receive so much as $50, speaking from experience, you must give them X amount of pieces of information, kind of very similar to the time I did a show at the Garden. You guys remember I told you that story about when I did the show at the Garden and I'm like, where's my money? And they're like, money? You gotta get put through payroll. I'm like, payroll? I don't work for the Garden. They're like, yeah, but anybody who gets paid from us, you gotta fill out all the stuff. So, I mean, I don't know how tongue-in-cheek that was, but
it was extremely.
I assume a W-9 or W-2 or whatever the fuck we get for taxes is coming towards me. You know? But it's notwithstanding that I kind of saw this. I kind of foresaw, you know, playing both sides of everything and, you know, so much love being spread around. And then, you know, our toxic clip that got shared, it was just like a perfect subterfuge to like feel like, oh, well, you know, we're going to go in a different direction.
I blame myself, Larry.
I blame Brian. I blame Brian, Pat.
Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. I now blame Brian as well.
It's definitely my fault.
Sean,
so
Do you have anything to say about this? You are a budding ring announcer. You are a man who has his finger on the pulse. What do you have to say about all of this? And everybody, Bren in the chat saying, Sean, just breathe. It's okay. It's okay.
So this is where I kind of have my little chime in. So you guys have known Cass for how long? Pat, how long have you known Cass?
Many, many years.
Many years.
I can tell you exact.
7 years.
2015, 2015.
So 8 years, right? Good 8 years?
It's between 7 and 9 years, I guess.
7 and 9 years,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's have you seen...
Ban lifted, by the way. Ban completely lifted.
Have you seen this behavior from him before? Where it's kind of hard for him to approach friends when it comes to certain things because he's kind of worried about the outcome of it and doesn't know how to approach it?
So Sean, I'm glad you brought that up because I actually was about to bring up my all-encompassing rage on Friday morning. This is morning, y'all. I'm talking 11 when I'm ready to get set out.
A little bit early to be hitting the rage hall.
Well, I mean, I was pushed there.
Yeah.
But I guess a lot of the rage came from this behavior from this same individual, Casanova Valentine, in June, when I arrived for, I don't know what New Fear City show it was, but I found out when I got there that, hey, by the way, Danny's going to come out at the end of this show.
Oh
and
my God.
Set up something for the next show. And, I'm like, what?
Yo, I remember this. It's all connected.
He was like, yeah. Yeah. He was like, yeah. Didn't I tell you? And I'm like, no, you didn't. Because if you told me, maybe this would have been the show that Jericho filled in for me. So I feel you, Sean. I feel you where you're going with this. Pat, you and I specifically have seen Casanova swell and grow into a successful promoter. And in doing that, you've got to make very hard decisions. Kind of like when Danny DeMonto could have brought up the flights to the UK for me as friend.
Whoa.
That is a hard conversation, but it's a very simple one.
Right.
And I do believe that there may be something that has to do with the fact that Cass had to make a really hard decision, but didn't know how to bring it up to me. And thank God.
I genuinely feel that's what it was. It's kind of aware that shit is on the rocks right now. It's wow, this guy's dealing with X, Y, and Z. And I got these people coming down on me about what the future holds and the direction we're going now. And it's how do you sit your ring announcer who's the ringleader of these shows? You are you are the ringmaster in a circus. You know what I'm saying? I sent you guys a clip the other day of one of the shows, and it's of Larry walking by a camera, getting the strippers hype and in the zone and doing their thing. And it's this is your main guy. There has to be a way that, you know what I'm saying? You hey, this is what's happening right now.
Someone could have put their foot forward for Larry, though. Someone could have stuck up for Larry. If they're trying to push away from him, it's Cass's product. It's his baby. He could have said, that's what I want.
So number one, we don't know if anyone did, Brian. We don't know if anyone was nah, fuck that Cass. He's fine. Right. We don't know that. So we can't really speak on it. But Sean, I want to speak on something that you just mentioned.
What?
So yeah, I'm the ring announcer, right? And my job is to announce the fighters, right? But Larry Legend is a little extra. That's why I go by Legend. So, when the dancers go out there to dance, no one told me, Larry, get on the mic and do what you want to do, but I do. And you know what? People don't like that. They don't like it when you're when you're their announcer and you just take it upon yourself to make the shit way more lit. And they can't really get mad at you because they acknowledge it's lit. But in the back of their mind, they're always we got to pull the reins back on this motherfucker a little bit. We've got to show him that although he's Larry Legend, we're still in charge. What better way? You got the night off.
Yeah, but you've been doing that for a while now. You've been doing.
I started doing it on July the 4th. People were giving me great feedback about it.
It's the best.
You notice that every time that shows on the actual broadcast, my voice is muted, though.
Right.
Of course, I'm going to notice something like that.
Oh,
as
wow.
lit as I make it for the girls to get dollars, for all the fans to drop dollars on my girls right now, as lit as I do that, when the broadcast airs, it's just the girls dancing to like some like grindcore. You know, not saying it's bad, but again, it's a level of control that promoters, in my experience, are like, why are you down at the ringside area filming with that iPad? Because I fucking want to.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face.
I'm shocked. I don't know what to say about this whole situation.
Real quick, Pat, before you continue on, I just want to ask another question. That question being, do you feel that the episode of With the Body, lay it all out there, do you feel like the episode with the body
said the B word
was, one of the main reasons why Friday didn't happen, and it led to an awkward way of him telling you, we're going this route now?
I mean, again, Sean, it's a really interesting thing you bring up, because here's some full transparency that y'all don't know, that anyone watching the show doesn't know.
Jesus
as
Christ.
Soon as the body episode aired and the scuttlebutt started, the toxicity started on Twitter, Casanova was the main person calling my phone nonstop. Calling me over and over again, texting me nonstop. Larry, I don't want to see something bad happen to you. Irregardless of the Blvd Bullies, you need to say something. And again, full transparency, what I said on that day is, Cass, if you think that this is negatively going to reflect on your show, then I will stop doing it.
We can't hear you, bro.
He said, oh no, we'll play it by ear. I gave you an opportunity for me to leave. And you waited until I was fucking on the road to pull at you. I love you. So yes, it was the body episode. Absolutely. And I took the responsibility as a professional to say, you don't gotta fucking use me. So guess what? Now you'll never use me. You'll never use me.
Well,
hey guys, welcome to the stream. Blvd Bullies here. It's our final episode.
Give a fuck.
Nor do I, Larry. And you know what? It's been a great run. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe how many episodes consecutively we've done here. And Larry, I hate that happened to you, but those are some details, that are interesting.
Yeah, well, you know what? You bought it up.
I apologize again, because it is, in the end, it is my fault. And the whole situation wouldn't have happened if I listened. But even so, withstanding, the NFC knew what they were going to do. They could have been more straightforward with you, and you would have been less angry if they didn't wait till the last second to remind you that what was going on.
I mean, then again, Brian, it's like, we don't know what was said, or what was said to, hey, relay this message, or when it was said, for that matter.
It doesn't matter. Whatever was said at the last second, because whoever said something, it was either forgotten about, or it was either said at the last second, like brought up at the last second.
Whatever it is, it sucks, because I think that was cool. I don't think it needed any changing.
Yeah, well, I don't need to go back up there no more. Like, it's 3 hours. The show's done at like 1. Brian, you always offer me a place to stay. I've got girls in Brooklyn, Staten Island, everywhere, always offering me a place to stay. Nobody gives a shit about me. Nobody gives a shit whether I live or die when I fucking go down the turnpike. Who am I texting when I get back to Baltimore? You, Brian, because I know that you're probably working the front desk just to let you know that I got home safe. I ain't got time for the Mickey Mouse bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Houston. And then I'm thinking about Newark. And then I'm thinking about Van Nuys and every fucking thing else.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and you know, I mean, my relationships end due to my own crazy behavior as well as all the things that you mentioned. But I can't.
And I didn't even do anything crazy, bro. Like,
No, of course, no, of course. Well, that's why that's the difference here, of course. But I will corroborate your story of like, there does become a moment where like, you know, Shawn Michaels, I'm sorry, I love you. Just doesn't hit the same as it used to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just don't hit. Seen that clip one too many times.
One of my favorite fucking New Yorkers of all time, Judge Judy. What does Judge Judy say? Show me. Show me. Don't fucking say you love me. Show me. Show me that goddamn motherfucking love. Show it to me.
Hey, you know what?
But you know what I mean.
Let's get to your favorite part of the show, Larry. I think that's a really good. It's a really good time to show you your favorite part of the show.
I want that part of the show right over there, and we're going there.
And you know what? It's just an interesting way to wrap up the whole tale of what has been going on with us the last few weeks. You know, and it's just funny to think about Danny being the Druid. The way that was handled, I remember we were very, very vocal about that on the show, which I'm sure,
and I defended
which I'm sure was not met very well. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure what, you know, our take on the whole Druid. I forgot about it though. I forgot about that.
I mean, I think that my whole association, notwithstanding with XPW, but also with the Blvd Bullies, like Pat, you're not well liked by anybody from that fucking really. So like they're looking at me like, you're cool, Larry, but you fuck with Pat.
Yeah.
You fuck with Pat.
Sorry, Larry.
I fuck with Pat, I fuck with Aaron, I fuck with Nick Carp, I fuck with everybody. People don't like that. They don't like it when you fuck with everybody. They want you to be tribal. They want you to be like, I am.
Not me, Larry. I lifted the band. I lifted the band right here with love in my heart. So not me.
You lifted a bitch ass.
Yeah, well, come on. We know why you lifted the band, because you wanted me to destroy my goddamn studio right here.
Oh man, you were so close. You were so close.
You wanted me to flip the fucking desk.
Oh
ring
man.
lights on the ground.
So close, Larry. So close.
Well, no. But what I said is like, I tried to leave. I tried. And that's the thing. Sean, another thing, as a young budding ring announcer, there will be times where you like know that it's probably your turn to like exit stage right, but they just want to be like, they want to fucking fire you. They don't want you to, they want to be the ones to tell you to stay home. You know? Like when I tried to retire from CZW and passed the mic to MLJ, and DJ ran out to the cage and was like, you think you're going to have your moment here at Cage of Death, and pass the torch to MLJ? How about, here's your moment. You're fucking fired. Now get out of my ring, you piece of shit.
Is that true? That happened?
You were there.
I was looking right at it. I didn't retain any information.
Yeah, you were fucking gone, probably. That was Tremont DJ main event Cage. Yeah. And of course, after that was said, DJ wanted to talk to me and just let me know that I didn't really mean what I said to you in the ring, but you kind of like hijacked my show. You're great, but you can't just go hijacking my show. Mm-hmm. You know, so I had to do something.
It's the Sagittarius
and also, I think
curse
DJ was encouraged. Someone said, you better go out and fire Larry right now so he doesn't make you look like an asshole.
It's Larry's favorite part of the show now. Brian, let's talk about the giveaways and what happens and how they work. It's the last show, so Brian's Christmas tree is being included. Let's
just end this after this show. You know, we're done.
Yeah. I think it's our final episode. Schlack's mad at me. Schlack hasn't been texting me back or coming on the show.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know what I did to Schlack, but
Schlack's not mad at anybody.
Yes, we're not.
This week's giveaway is the South Park DVDs and Akira card.
Wow.
And the way to win them was by commenting on the video. So there is one single comment on the video from last week.
Yes.
So that person
One?
won it. Yes.
Wow.
Just one.
There's a members only video. Members only video.
Okay.
Members only.
Okay.
So
They'd like the jacket.
right. So who was that winner, Patrick?
Oh, I haven't even looked. Here we go. This week, you will not be put into the Newport box. It's really just, if this week it was like, let's just pretend it was like first comment. You know, we did it that way.
It's the sole comment. He's the sole survivor.
Like Sean's the sole proprietor.
Remember that song, Sean? Buddha bye, Buddha bye, Buddha bye, Buddha bye, Buddha bye. Pat, are you wearing a scarf?
Yeah, you know,
you.
this scarf says Team Bring It. And it's got the Rocks logo on it. And for my 30th birthday, Zach Linder gave this to me. Yeah, on my 30th birthday party, we had a big, huge karaoke party, and a select few of us went out to dinner.
Awesome.
Yeah, we went out to dinner beforehand, and Zach Linder, I invited him, and he did not show up empty-handed.
Oh my gosh, what a mensch. I miss Zach. He's like busy.
Have you seen that iconic? He recently reshared it. It's like an iconic photo from some point in 2023, and it's like a big group photo. It's black and white, and it's like him, fucking Wrestling for Sale, Maxwell Jacob, Frank the Clown, fucking Booker T, you know, somebody else. That whole like Wale Mania type of crew. Oh, the guy, the Renee podcast guy. You know who I'm talking about. The fucking guy from Wally Mania, the long-haired guy who produces Renee's podcast.
I know him. Yeah, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
When I'm at that
they
thing.
must have been all been at a wedding or something. It's like an iconic, like, non-wrestlers wrestling photo, really.
Oh, so they're dressed to the nines. It's not
Yeah,
like
they're all
at
in,
a
like,
while.
suits.
Okay, I don't know what that was.
But yeah, from now on, we're moving past all the drama. Except for when the drama happens to us, which we'll talk about, and also except for the segment on the show dedicated to deathmatch drama. Besides those two things and then anything else that happens, we're moving on from any drama.
You keep dragging on to the drama where we're in the middle of the giveaways.
Oh, sorry, right. The giveaways, the giveaways.
You were supposed to read the comment. Read the comment.
Let me read the comment, right, okay.
Damn it.
Stay on target.
Sorry, I'm all
Stay
shook
on target.
up. I got double pink eye, y'all.
It's not easy.
Not a
it's
joke.
not easy.
That
Let me
eventually
try to power through and read this comment here. Bren says, just a beautiful episode. Pouty Frozen Pat. Yes, that's right. I did freeze in the middle of last week's episode. Singing Sean. The white load that should be sponsored by Beatbox Juice, Tiny Boy Bry, and Larry. You finally stayed awake throughout the entire episode. Woo! Great comments.
I do be
reviews.
I do be like this sometimes. I'm sorry. I just be tired.
You'd be tired, bro.
I'll be tired.
So who wins what now, Brian?
That comment wins.
And what are we giving away this week?
This week's giveaway
Is
will
the
be
South Park. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, got
Wow,
it.
this is
you're
Tell me
making
about
it
this week's
confusing.
giveaway.
Patrick.
Go for that.
What we're giving away for this week.
Next week.
If you have to comment on the video this week
From
to
this
win.
week.
Right, to win the giveaway, which is a signed John Wayne Murdoch 8x10.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Is he going to destroy his studio?
I don't know. He has a smile on his face.
We had him. He was so close to destroying it. Fuck. Damn it.
I know. You see, I try not to laugh. It's happening in the way.
Damn it. I thought he was going to destroy it. Fuck.
True anger here.
Fuck. Shit. All right, he's back.
Hey.
All right, he's back.
I'm back. I'm sorry. Show your giveaway again. I'm adding to it. I'm adding to it.
Well, it's this
double
8x10. Where it's an ode to John Wayne Murdoch because he has departed from ICW, and this is an 8x10 signed by John Wayne Murdoch that we are giving away, and also I went to Dave and Buster's for my fiance's holiday party. She got a promotion. She's now assistant
Nice.
general
Good
manager.
job.
Assistant
She's the
general
queen.
manager.
She's the queen.
Right.
She's the
She's a
queen.
boss. She's a
Assistant.
boss.
She's the,
We
she's
got
the
this
duchess.
rubber
The
chicken.
duchess.
This rubber chicken.
Choke it.
They already did.
Oh wow.
It looks like a ball sack, dude.
I mean, it's like a cooked
Squeeze
chicken
it
with a
again.
face.
Squeeze it again. That should
Look,
look
if you
at
squeeze it really hard, the butt
nuts.
pops out. Look at that.
Oh,
like
gross.
nuts.
It's like a little fucking.
Nope. Keep going. So,
It's like a prolapse, like a little prolapse.
Oh wow.
so you
I
won
was
this
gonna
at
say
Dave and
scrotum.
Buster's.
I won this at Dave and Buster's. I also won this little fish. You see the Super Mario fish?
Yes. Do you know what those are
Nice.
called?
What?
They're called cheaps.
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 I want a cheap. I want a cheap and a rubber chicken.
Wow.
And now we're giving it away. And all you have to do is comment on this.
Hold on. Can I put my shit on?
Yeah.
I left him add some shit to this, Bri.
He
You're not
went
the
up.
only one with cool shit. You're not the only one with cool shit. And
I like it. I like it when you.
and
I like it when you
since
come
it's a
with
John
me.
Wayne Murdoch, thing that you're giving away, that's what made me get up off my ass. And I'm going to throw this in there as well. This is a first time run John Wayne Murdoch ICW no holds barred. I know you can't see because of my ring light sticker.
You gotta
Wow.
hold it in like a
Put your
an
hand
angle.
behind it. Like,
You
put your hand like
gotta,
this.
you
right?
gotta angle it.
Yeah. Put your hands.
It looks
That's
just
good,
like
that's
this. It's this guy right here on the sticker. You
Double.
can't see.
Double John Wayne.
There you go. There you go. There's little faces. There he goes. This one is signed. It's got his little signature.
And
Nice.
this one will never be reproduced again. So yeah, I like giving away cool shit too.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Rubber
incredible.
chicken And John Wayne
Yeah.
Murdoch.
So the number is 3. All you got to do is comment, say whatever. We don't give a shit.
Sean,
John
do you
Wayne
have a
Murdoch. He was
song in your
announced
heart?
for that Ruthless Pro
Yeah,
wrestling
I see
show.
your video, kill the baby
Did you see that John
Huh.
Wayne Murdoch was announced for Ruthless Pro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sean, I was gonna say you have your ear to the ground. Do
Oh,
you
yeah.
think that this John Wayne Murdoch Twitter thing between him and ICW is part of a storyline? Yes or no?
You sound like Rob Black.
Who, me?
Yes or no?
I want to say that it's not, but ICW is known to, really work that old school wrestling magic and like have you think like dudes are really beefing, and then in reality you're watching them in the chains. So it's a possibility that we may see him and Danny go at it, and it may be Danny's last chains match,
Ultra Grudge.
quite possibly. It could be
Larry,
real.
you've been close to the situation. What do you think?
Well, I don't know because John Wayne Murdoch was like, someone screenshotted me like, I guess after Dan did the toxic tweet clip share, then he was like trying to like sell my cards, like auction off my cards or something.
I heard
like,
car. I was like, what?
No, I
Teddy
didn't
Hart.
win a car, but my cards, like my Series 2 cards,
Yeah.
as Caribbean Larry, and like John Wayne Murdoch was like, how about we give them away for free and not earn anything off of this piece of shit? So I don't know.
No.
And then to be like that in Danny's corner, and then why'd he leave? What was the flip because of? Because what did he say why he was going? Why it's done? Or I didn't see anything.
John Wayne Murdoch, he kind of just made a tweet and says that he's done with the company and to not buy any of his merchandise if you want to support him. So it makes it seem like it was like a money thing or it had something to do with merchandise. I'm not sure.
I feel like
There was no clear reason why he left, just that he left and he's happier now. And not buy his merch from Daniel.
Well, you can win
That's why
John
we're
Wayne Murdoch merch
giving it
right
away.
here on Blvd Bullies versus the World. All you have to do is comment on this video replay, which
So
He's wrestling Yusaku Ito April 7th for Ruthless Pro Wrestling's WrestleMania event Miasma.
Where's
Nice.
that?
Where can we?
It's going to be Jersey. That's going to be Jersey at the H2O Wrestling Center.
Oh, Williamstown.
Noise.
Yes.
Well, there you have it.
I think there's an ICW event also happening at that H2O Center.
I'm sure it is happening there.
I can't remember exactly the date. I can't remember if it's the 6th or the 7th. It wouldn't make sense if it's the same
It's gonna
day.
be like
I think
Friday.
they're running. I think H2O is running shows Tuesday to Sunday.
There's a whole thing, right? It's called. They call it something.
They're running shows Tuesday to Sunday. So I'm pretty.
It's called the Here's. It's called the Here's Our Brett. Here's Our Brett's thing.
April 5th, Friday, April 5th is the ICW event that's going to be at the H2O, the WrestleMania weekend thing at the H2O Center.
And how far is Williamstown from Philly?
Not very far at all. I'd say less than 45 minutes. About 45.
I might want to hit that ruthless.
I'd say there's a Mittens told me about a cab that he takes from Philly to there, and it's like 30 minutes. So I'd say
half an hour.
Yeah, but on that weekend,
traffic,
with everybody in and out, a good hour to
insane amount of people. It's going to be fucking disgusting, probably.
Yeah, my brother was actually like asking me earlier what were my plans, and I was like, hey, listen, man, Philly. I'm not planning on going in and out. If I leave Philly, I'm going home to Jersey. That's it.
I wish there's a way that we could see like a compilation of how much actual human fecal matter is going to like increase during that period of time. Because like, look, Philly's already shitting human shit, but when all those people are on top of the people that already are there,
there's so many butts. There's so many pooping butts there.
Get pink eye.
Guys.
Amelia Earhart, everyone.
She flew a plane.
Pat scarf, his glasses, and his hat.
That's me, baby.
You look great.
Flew too close to the sun. That's how we're doing it.
You look great. Are we all in black and white?
Chromatic? We're going.
Or M6.
Oh no, this is actually
I'm just joking. That was a joke, y'all. I'm sorry, Dylan. Yeah, you really got to not joke with shit like that.
Yeah, so I guess the only mystery left really is why Schlack's mad at me, but I guess
There's no anger.
Bro, he is a busy man. He is probably
he's a tattoo artist. He's a movie star. He's a rock star. He's a pro wrestler.
He's
very
all those
busy,
things.
Bro.
He must be.
He gets back to you when he can, and you just can't take it personal. He
must have done something wrong.
Hey, I want to know something. Are the numbers staying steady for us without guests? Like we're doing no. I mean, are we? What do you think, Brian? Like, what's going on with the channel?
We do good.
I mean, it seems. I mean, our viewership. Are we discussing this live on the show? Is that we usually don't discuss this live?
Well, I mean, yeah. If you want to see me destroy my studio.
Yeah, I don't want to make anyone
upset. No, I'm just
but
kidding.
I would say the viewership seems to be about the same. When we had guests, when the guests would arrive, when there would be a guest, there would be more viewers. I think.
Well,
I
to
think
be quite honest,
guests
Brian,
bring more viewers because no one really cares about what we have to say for 2 hours straight.
To be honest, Brian, I feel as if we have surpassed any expectations that we had when it came to viewers. I feel like we have more than we ever had, and I think that it grows exponentially every week
because of the hateful screen recordings.
Phenomenal.
Is that? Are you speaking statistically?
I
or
guess
are you just
what
speaking
I should have
what
said.
you
I guess
think?
instead of opening this up to the bullies, I should have been like, "Hey, Pat, what's the chat saying about are they enjoying themselves? I don't know."
Yeah, why'd you ask Brian?
Yeah, why'd you ask me?
I should ask you.
No, you should ask Pat.
I mean, yeah, but people still hate Brian in the chat, probably a little bit more severely than they used to, but
Brian
that's fine.
Brian's getting ripped.
He's getting shredded.
I am who I am.
He doesn't know.
I get a direct message sent to me about Brian.
What did it say?
Just that you need to cool your heels.
My heels are as cool as they're ever going to be.
That's just a frightening thought.
Oh, yeah.
So Brian, what did you do?
We're cooled off. We haven't got. We're guestless. We've been guestless show.
Tell us about you guys want to hear about this? This will help, Brian. This will help your rating.
You help him out.
Why don't you tell us about your wholesome trip to Dave and Buster's? Why don't you give us a little bit of
Yeah, I
Yeah.
It
like
was
that
awesome. They gave
concept.
us free food and free video games.
Was it extreme?
No.
Well,
Did
The
you play
games were
Mario
sick.
Kart?
No, we
Viewership is
raced
good,
though. What's
screen
it called?
recording's up.
Fucking Speed USA or whatever it is.
oh,
I
the
came in
racing
first
one.
place. I came in first place. I sent you guys a photo. You probably didn't give a shit.
I didn't know what you were. I
I
thought
was
you did a
wondering where you
Fortnite
were.
thing or something.
Dave and Buster's.
Oh,
Well,
that's
now
what
I
that
know.
was.
Oh.
I had no idea what it was.
Yeah. I was like,
We
wow.
played
I
games.
should have
We
asked
won.
where you were, but I thought
We won
where is he?
2,500 tickets.
Wow.
2,500 tickets got us the cheaping fish.
And
This-
that chicken.
No, this chicken was actually a giveaway from a raffle of the company. So this chicken was not from Dave and Buster's. It's from Live Nation. This
And
is a
that's what they
Live
gave their
Nation.
employees.
No, there was actually a smorgasbord of prizes. There was actually some sick ones. There was like a bottle of liquor. You can get 4 tickets to a movie.
So
4
you guys
tickets to a
were
show.
awesome and just
Wow.
chose the chicken.
Well, no, actually, we didn't win anything. Someone won this chicken and then gave it to us.
Wow. Look
So
at that.
in the
Wow.
raffle, we
So you're
didn't win anything.
regifting the chicken.
You're
Yeah, it's
regifting.
a gift.
He's a
That's a
regifter.
curse.
You're a regifter. You gift. You get
First
it
of
back.
all,
and then you
you're
regift it
also getting the signed John Wayne Murdoch
Signed
photo. So this is just an
Larry,
extra
show the sticker. Show the sticker.
throwing it
Larry.
in.
Hey, you know what? If
Get
you
the
like,
prolapsing chicken.
I could sign the sticker. I could sign this John Wayne Murdoch with Larry Legends. You know, and guess what? These will never be made again.
This is definitely not going to be made again. He has the championship. Look, he has the championship on him.
Hmm.
That'll never be made again.
Wow.
Once in a lifetime photo.
He's the first.
He's the first. He was the fucking Iron Man.
Oh,
Deathmatch Iron Man twice. He won 2
Double.
Deathmatch Iron Man matches.
2 hours. 1 hours.
Legendary.
You
Legendary.
guys heard
He
what happened
loves
to Commandant
rabbits.
Lassard?
Who?
What'd you say?
You guys heard what happened to Commandant Lassard?
Mm-hmm.
Commandant Lassard.
Who?
Common Dallas Art.
Commandant.
Commandant Lassard. Lassard.
fuck is that?
Commandant
Yeah,
Lassard.
Thank you, Larry. Did you hear what
Yeah.
happened to him?
Who is that?
No.
Well, anyway, someone went in his damn office and took his goldfish, and he is like lost it.
Was it Danny DeMonta? Was it exotic?
No, it wasn't an exotic fish. But they went into his office, and his brother Pete called him, and he was looking around, not knowing where it was. And then, like, these recruits went in there and stole the damn goldfish. He was going crazy. Wound up going to do like a presentation in an auditorium. He's standing at the podium. There's a lady in the podium thinking that somebody else is going to show up, and she winds up, playing telephone with Commandant Lassard. It was insane. You guys didn't hear about it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What are
I
you
saw-
saying?
I saw it. I know what you're talking about. But I didn't hear about that. I saw that with my own 2 eyes.
Bro,
Huh.
that shit
I
was
saw that
wild.
shit. Yeah,
41
I saw that shit.
Many
I'm sorry to
times.
interrupt, but 41 Down said Cage of Hell. And did any of you watch Cage of Hell?
I saw some clips.
Was that the CZW? The CZW show. That was H2O show, right?
Yes.
And you know what?
It was the thing. It was literally the thing that I told everybody
talking
to
about this.
watch.
Yes.
So we have something to talk about.
When did you say this?
Nobody watched it.
That show.
Nobody
so
cared.
we were talking about the cage, and I had asked Brian. I said, "Do you know
how
how
was
the
it?
cage is going to be designed?"
I sent you a picture. Did
It
I not
looked
send
dope.
I saw Anthrax. I saw Anthrax
Mhm.
and Anthrax and Alex Stretch.
Matt
Is that
Tremont
the
was
main
there?
event?
It wasn't Anthrax.
Captain
Anthrax
Mauser?
wasn't in the match. It was
But
Alex.
was the main event of the Cage of Hell that match?
Yes, that's the
It
only
was-
match that I saw. I didn't watch the whole event. I only saw Cage of Hell.
I feel
I
like I
know.
saw a friend of the program.
I saw something. I saw Tremont javelin mouse.
Yeah.
He javelined the mouse into the side of the cage.
There was an
and it
explosion. Right.
That was one of the
Yeah.
And it
probably
looked
best
awesome.
explosions I've seen in a while. And why it was one of the best ones is because it was in a smaller space, and they took the time. They took the time to really get down to the nitty gritty of how are they gonna make that shit look cool. That fucking setup was sick.
The whole match itself
Was
was
sick.
sick. It's the whole thing
God,
because
we don't know anything.
there was the way to win was by pinfall submission.
Don't
or
include me, Larry. I'm looking it up
you
on
have
Twitter.
to put your opponent through one of the outside obstacles.
Mhm.
There was outside contraptions that were set up.
So they had like on one side, they had like the things that like in the supermarket where you put the sliced bread in and then you put it on the shelf. So they had like 4 of those set up. And then on another side, they had another 4 of those set up. And then between them, they had panes of glass. So it was like 5 panes of glass, right? Am I lying, Brian?
No, you're not lying.
And then on the other side, what was it?
It might not have been 5.
There were several.
So Pat, this sounds like H2O's Psycho Circus.
And you know what made me tight?
Sounds a little Psycho Circusy.
Chondo, our boy Chondo. We were rooting for
He
Chondo.
went through the glass.
Bro, Neil
Feet
Diamond.
first?
No,
Feet first, nigga.
Alex Stretch got eliminated first. I think Matt Tremont threw him out into the first contraption and he got eliminated. And then
FMW.
second and third, it was Chondo
Larry.
and Neil Diamond Cutter on the ladder, and they went through the second contraption. And
Together.
Neil Diamond Cutter eliminated himself and Chondo. Chondo wore boots.
He had no other
Yeah,
choice, bro.
he
That match
had
was
boots.
wild.
What the fuck? He always wears no shoes.
Listen, sometimes you think about the major arteries that you
That's
can't
why
cut.
he lost. The only reason Chondo lost is because he donned boots.
Well,
No, I'm
listen,
That's all
seeing
I'm
that
saying.
Matt didn't wrestle with his mask on.
He never wrestles with it. He only does his intro. He comes out. He comes
See, what
out
the fuck
in
do I
his
know?
mask, and
Yeah,
but he's
Pat,
still
we
in
don't
character.
know anything.
He's
Like
in the
I said.
character. He's in the character of the
He's like-
Killdozer.
he's
the
like
Killdozer.
Demon. You remember Demon Kane? With
Of
Demon
course.
Kane,
The
Wasn't
best Kane, Demon
Thank-
Kane.
right?
He was always
Yes.
Demon. He was a fucking always Demon Kane.
Yo, I hope
No,
Ross
Brian,
is
shut
okay.
I
the
mean
fuck up,
specifically
Brian. Shut
referred
up.
to.
Don't ever say
when
that.
Stephanie was referring to him as that.
The Demon King.
The
He came
Devil's
out with
favorite?
a big mask on, and then when he get in the ring, he dropped the pyro. Then he lift the mask, and it was like, "Yo, his run is almost through. His running is getting slower, but you can see that he can still deliver."
Well,
And
first
then
of all, fuck
that
Kane,
year
because
at Mania, he
he's
fought
against
Randy in
abortions,
probably one
so
of the
we don't like that
best singles
motherfucker on
matches.
this show.
Yo, shut up, Papa.
So
Kane.
Oh, Glenn. We don't like
Mr.
Glenn.
Glenn. We don't
talk
like
about
Glenn.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Sean,
Kane.
I feel you. Like, just like kind of like, people who we've had did terrible things. We still live in those moments from before we knew they were terrible people. It'd be like,
Listen, it is what it is. But anyway, I
Yo,
want.
I hope that mouse is okay because,
real quick.
what'd you say?
I think that. I'm sorry, Pat. Real quick. I think that what Tremont is doing at H2O is phenomenal. I think that he takes baby steps that have shown to be Jurassic, and this cage match was a Jurassic leap to what he can do with those guys that he works with, including Mouse.
You're saying Jurassic. Do you mean Jurassic?
Jurassic, nigga, like a fucking dinosaur.
I don't know what you mean by Jurassic. That means old.
it's a long period of time. The Jurassic period was a long period of time.
Jurassic.
Taking
Is an old-
Jurassic-
It was just a long time ago.
Jurassic.
Oh Jesus Christ! It wasn't.
I got it.
You
I
got
don't
it.
understand.
Yeah, I had to
it's
meet
a-
him halfway, but I got it.
You could have said Mesozoic. He's taking Mesozoic steps. Doing like cementing an entire calendar year of events that your fan base can like look forward to, like a
And
tournament of death, a cage of death, a psycho circus, and to have well, he doesn't have the school anymore, but I guess maybe he feels like he doesn't need it.
But that's what I'm
Is
saying.
it-
What he's doing there, following him saying, you know what, this is the last class, and we're just gonna use the space. You think he's just renting it out? Nah, he's still working. He's still doing his thing there. So shout out to that. I thought it was dope.
Shout out to young Isaac.
You know what
of
would have been a
BXS.
really good word? You could have went mammoth step.
Mammoth.
Would have been a good
Mammoth, yeah.
makes more sense than Jurassic.
Prehistoric.
Now that
Prehistoric
step.
Larry,
I say when I said Jurassic, I
prehistoric
meant
doesn't really make sense either. It's mammoth. Mammoth is
Yeah,
good.
you wanted something for like giant.
giant. That you know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say. Pat
so,
Jurassic.
you could do,
Jurassic
like,
period.
you could have done
Was a
colossal.
Jurassic.
old.
Prehistoric was
Pre-
an era that is of a
Yeah.
magnitude
You went
that
more time. It was a
Guys
little bit
are
of
just
more of a
thinking
time thing.
prehistorically. You're thinking
It was
prehistorically.
more
You're
time
thinking
than
Cretaceously, Papa.
60-40 time versus size, like 70-30. Or it's
if
colossal
somebody
mammoth.
used that, I would know what they meant.
Yeah.
Through inference.
Yeah, I had to. That's what I said.
We have the
I
mean
got it.
gene,
I
Larry.
bet
We
I had
have
to
the
meet him
mean
halfway.
gene.
I don't have to like say like, what do you
Thank
mean?
you. I appreciate all you guys being here to help me through this.
Yeah.
We're your friends. We're your
We're
goddamn
here for you.
friends.
Brother.
I get by with a
We're
little help
happy
with my
and we're
friends.
white and
I'm
we're
not gonna
colored.
forget about you.
Yo, so who
Give me
won
a
this
high
Cage of
five.
Hell? Is it
Bam
who
Sullivan.
Yeah, it was Bam Sullivan.
Bam,
right?
I
Bam
knew
Sullivan.
it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I
Shout
knew
out,
it.
Bam.
I knew it.
Bam
I knew it.
retained.
I knew it.
Friend.
I didn't even.
There was this one
Probably not
spot,
anymore, but
unforgettable spot where there was all six participants in the ring, and they were all sticking something into. They were skewering and gusset plating all simultaneously, 6 of each other, and it was an awesome sight to behold.
So essentially, they did a live all holes filled.
Everybody's they were fully penetrated.
There was full
penetration.
Yeah,
simultaneous penetration.
Simultaneous.
And it was-
Let me ask you something,
awesome.
Sean. Do you
Yo.
think that when the explosion happened in such a confined space that anyone in the H2O, the Kevin Hogan Memorial Hall, do you think anyone actually shit themselves at
Yes.
that?
Yes. I think somebody who brought a girl who didn't know what she was getting herself into, you know what I'm talking about. How they're just there, you see them just like, and he's like, yo, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, make her
she's like,
make her stand.
I just want to say about that spot, the whole explosion looked awesome, but Mouse did not sell
Oh,
the
dude.
move at all.
How dare you? How dare you?
Why are you playing Mouse like that?
Don't talk
Hold
about
on.
Mouse that way. First of
Hold
all,
on.
I've been trying to say,
he was instantly walking around.
yo,
He's
I'm
a
trying to
mouse.
say,
Instantly, Brian.
he was burned.
Instantly.
Instantly.
He was
instantly
singed.
up, and then Matt Tremont picked him up. He was up, walking around, stumbling around.
Yeah, because he was
Shock?
singed. The
You ever
adrenaline,
heard of
Brian.
Shock?
It was an explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He shouldn't be on his feet.
Did you see too? Like, you think like
There's
the theory.
no way the Mouse should have been on his feet.
You clearly have not watched the movie Speed.
Yeah, and you never gotten burned on your butt like he did.
I have 3rd-degree burn on my arm from childhood. Can you see it?
What'd you do?
What did you
I
do?
poured. It's from boiling water.
Oh,
After you
jeez.
I
Must have said you were
I
ironing a
climbed on a
shirt.
counter as a child,
Uh-huh.
and there was coffee.
God,
There was
Brian.
coffee being made. There was coffee being
Oh.
made.
You were
Right.
I climbed and I poured
What were you doing
Onto
on the
your arm.
counter?
onto my own arm.
All right, how old
Jeez.
were you first off, and what made you climb
was-
the counter?
I don't know. I must.
Four.
I have
Four.
to ask my mother for the.
Four.
I think I was 3
Four.
or younger. I climbed
Oh, I
a
was gonna
stool. I
say
climbed a
4.
stool,
You wanted that coffee?
and I
So,
was burned. I was singed.
Yeah, exactly. I bet you didn't just lay down. You probably writhing around, running about, just like Mouse
I
was.
guess-
It wasn't.
I guess
It wasn't
essentially-
an explosion. It wasn't a bomb.
You know what it is? Is that Brian is so
That's
used
it.
to seeing like when Kingston and Mox had the exploding
right,
match,
right.
and like you know that's what
That's
he
what
is
Brian got. That's
expecting.
what got Brian into death match. Is that match?
Well, shut your mouth. First of all. Second of all,
Shut your mouth.
there was a lot of no selling of moves the whole entire match. Like they would do a lot of heavy hitting, huge maneuvers, and then they would instantly be rejuvenated. It wasn't just that one. I'm not
Well,
just
that's
gonna shit
kinda-
on
well,
the Mouse.
That's kind of like par the course for today's standards in a
All
lot
right.
of places. I feel
Altogether, Brian, real quick, how many participants in the match?
6.
6
was
people in
Mittens
the match.
ringside.
So, with that
I
being
can't
said,
remember if Mittens was
If
there.
he wasn't, it wasn't official.
with that being said, you've clearly watched the Money in the Bank match, right?
It's quick. It's
Okay,
a fast-paced match.
There
Okay.
you go.
Have you ever watched Armageddon Hell in the Cell?
Yes.
Only one happened. Okay.
Rikishi off the top of the
Rikishi.
cell.
That's
into
right,
the-
Brian.
into the-
That's
into the
right,
bed,
Brian.
Into the
Yeah.
bed.
Talk your
of the-
shit, King.
I understand.
Like I watched
So-
that shit.
Here we go.
So when you have a bunch of people like that in the ring, right, or ringside area, the best thing to do is get your shit done,
Bang, bang, bang,
clear
bang.
the area, and always watch your 6. So you can make sure that nobody needs a scooping, nobody needs help, and you don't got to pick up the pieces that somebody left.
I
So-
understand. I understand. But
And
all
also,
I'm
real
saying,
quick,
the whole spot would have
they're in a
looked better
smaller
if
space.
he had sold the move, the explosion that looked very, very good.
Mhm.
I think it would have been more impactful.
Yo, he kind of got his butt like hung up. Like, he was trying to like bounce off the cage and the explosion went off, but he
It was so
bounced and
good.
then hit his butt on the rope. I feel like he was like closer than he should have been when the shit actually went off.
You know
It was
what?
a perfect angle. It was a perfect angle of the explosion as well. It just looked. It came across very well on the camera.
I think the only way we're really gonna know about it is if we actually have two people go at it, and we'll have that set up to watch it go off. And I won't game for having it back here like we did last summer.
I was saying that we would just have Mouse on the show.
I like that.
Yeah.
We should ask him about his butt. And if it
Oh,
was burned.
we're gonna have Neil Diamond Cutter will be our first guest of the new year in February, and he was a part of the match, so we can ask him his thoughts.
So we'll all try to remember this until then.
Right. Or chat. Remember this.
Remember this moment.
Remember this very moment.
Remember this very moment of our last show. And remember what we have to ask Neil Diamond Cutter on our last show then.
I'm feeling like this might be it.
I think this is it.
Well,
wow. Okay. There you
we
go.
still have to give away this John Wayne Murdoch and chicken.
And this
There you go. That's it. That's really it.
And the sticker. Sing it, Sean.
For 6 long years.
He comes out to that other song now.
What he comes out to?
That guy that looks like him that sings that country song. I think he only came out to a few times, but it was very funny when he did.
I don't think he's gonna keep coming out to that anymore.
It was very funny. It was very funny. It was funny as fuck. He did it when it was relevant because people were making fun of him that he looks like the guy. So it was funny of him to do it.
If John Wayne Murdoch doesn't come out to 6 long years, that's dumb.
It's a very fitting song.
Has Manser changed since he's a bad guy now? Is he not coming out to sit up?
I don't know.
Yo.
John Wayne Murdoch actually wrestled Rina Yamashita. Yamashita.
Yeah, my bad.
Was it Chicago?
Chicago. Yo,
I think it was
Chicago.
GCW Chicago. Rina won, obviously.
Did you guys?
All right, let's talk
video?
about some. Let's talk about some other stuff. Like, can we talk about big world stuff?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you guys saw a video that this fan made, and it's clearly of like the WWE superstars and like their video game characters. Have you seen it, Pat?
Yes.
With like Tony Khan,
Yes,
Jinder Mahal,
I
and
have
Triple
seen
H.
it. It is very strange.
Wait, what is it?
What is happening? What is happening in
It's
the video?
incredible. It is incredibly strange. It's like AI scripted
It's wild.
video
It's
game,
wild.
like Uncanny Valley, weird, bad, like PlayStation animations of like people like their voices and their likenesses, but it's not quite them. Kind of looks like WWE the video game in a way, and they're all in this like library in hell. It's basically like the afterlife. It's like a weird.
28-1 career record.
I will tell you, the entire
Well done,
world
champ.
is
Logical
thinking about
challenge
you.
sparks online outrage. You have literally lost every single
Is this
game
AI?
over the past
Yeah, it's
year.
like an AI. At one point, Seth Rollins gets thrown out of the window.
I'm serious. I'm not going to
It's
sit
just-
back and take this fucking shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you guys. Yeah, it is.
You know what?
Hilarious.
You know what it looks like?
And it's
Have you
their
guys ever
voices
watched-
sound like their voices. Sorry, Larry.
Have you guys ever watched somebody ran over Zandig's car?
No, but I seen Sid in his crushed car.
Zandig's car?
Some guy made a series called Somebody Ran Over Zandig's Car. And it is all like create a wrestler from like No Mercy, but of like Devin Moore and Drake Younger. And whoever created this like ripped audio clips from shoot interviews from like Devin Moore and Drake Younger. And like the guys are in the backstage area like mouthing
Oh
like
shit!
the
It's
shoot.
on YouTube.
Yeah, dude. I'm in it. Brett Lauderdale's in it.
I was
So he
just
cut all the audio to have it say funny shit for the video.
This
Yes,
is
for
like
the
definitely
video,
like
there's like, dude, it's
SmackDown
so wild.
versus Raw.
That's very and this is old shit?
Yeah,
So
hold
shit.
on.
It's
Hold on.
so funny though. Look,
Is that
episode
Zandig,
1.
dude?
yes, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. Look,
this looks good.
Dude, how'd they make that?
It's
I
it's
don't
like
know.
the cutscenes from like a creator wrestler stuff, and he's
Yes,
doing audio
yes.
clips like
Definitely like
over it. I
SmackDown
I
guess.
guess I
versus
just
Raw.
don't remember. I just don't remember that SmackDown versus
It's like
yeah,
Car
somebody ran over Zandig's car is hilarious. There's
Dude,
like
there
3
are
episodes.
there are 7 episodes of somebody
Somebody
ran over
ran
Zandig's
over-
car, dude.
This is great. They got El Hidalgo in it.
Oh, dude. I
Strange
didn't know there was-
behavior on YouTube. I see one, episode 6 has Drake
Masada.
Younger. Episode 7, the thumbnail is obviously Brett Lauderdale as a CCW referee.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I just typed in somebody ran over Zandig's car in YouTube and all
I'm-
7
I'm
episodes.
surprised you guys never saw it. It's great. It's you if you
I can't
watch
wait
them,
to
they're
watch this.
Hilarious. And all the audio is like actually like Zandig like cutting a promo like this motherfucking guy. Like,
That's fucking dope as fuck.
I can't wait to watch it. Yeah, that's kind of like that's very similar to what's going on in these like videos.
It's pre-AI.
This is great.
It's pre-AI.
Oh my god, you. If you are sitting at home and you're thinking of these things, you are so advanced. God bless you. God bless you. You are so advanced.
Dude, content creators are some of them are just
yeah,
geniuses.
some of them like that's their job.
Dude, do you remember the videos of the overdubbing of like Scooby Doo, where it would be like the funny thug or like X-Men, and it would be like thug X-Men.
Oh, like fucking G.I. Joe, E-Baum's World.
Yeah, it was like on
Yes.
eBay.
Pork chop
Oh,
sandwiches.
hilarious.
It would be like gangster. Fuck, they would be saying the funniest shit, but it would be
Pork
the
chop
X-Men.
sandwiches.
I think
hey
I
kid, I'm a
started
computer.
watching
Stop all the
something
downloading.
like that.
But that was like
With,
I was in high school. That must have been like 2005 or like
Yeah,
fucking
like I remember it with
Might have
like
been
when they
2003.
first started taking like Marvel characters and putting them in like GTA. And this is when GTA first went like to PC and everybody started like ripping characters just to upload it. And it would be the most insane things. Like you would hear the audio from like the Hulk movie, and Hulk is just in San Andreas just fucking everything up, just slamming everything. Yeah. Well, I thought that was pretty funny. That's why I wanted to share with you guys.
Let's talk some more like AEW and big boy stuff.
Jinder fought Rollins last night for the title.
Who won?
Dude, I watched Raw for the first time in a very long time, and I fell asleep.
Okay.
But-
all right.
But it was very good up until I fell asleep. I
used to
enjoyed
always-
it. I enjoyed it.
I used to always fall asleep on Raw with my partner. We used to always watch it, and the next thing you know, it would be the next morning.
Yeah, I was very relaxed and enjoying it, but then I just fell asleep. But the Judgment Day, top tier shit. Gunther and fucking what's his little his Nazi friend's name?
Kaiser.
Brian, please.
Kaiser Ludwig Kaiser.
You would, Brian.
Dude, it's good heel shit.
Yeah, leave it as that.
He
That's
looks
it,
like
yeah.
cartoon. It's like they look like a cartoon evil duo together.
Like Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Right. They're that
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly.
What was it? It was like Patricia. It was like Patricia and
Oh,
somebody.
yeah,
the
yeah.
bad guys.
Boris.
Boris and Patricia.
Boris. Yep.
Boris and Natasha.
Natasha, yeah.
It's kind of like you and Amanda, Brian.
Albanian.
Wow, you're right. Kind of like y'all. One is like very shapely, and one is like very small, and like one's a guy,
Wacky.
one's a girl.
Am I? What is that? Small.
Small and wacky.
You're a little guy.
I'm small and wacky, dude.
Wow. Oh, wow.
I didn't say
Oh,
wacky.
man.
I just said
Pat
small.
said. Well, you
I'm
said
just-
small. Pat
You
said
called him a Warner
wacky.
Brother
Coming
character.
at me from different angles.
1,
Brian,
2.
are you not pequeño compared to your fiance? Are you not pequeño?
No, well, we're
She
about to
told
say
him-
she wears
Pequeño.
boots. She might wear boots that.
But
propel
even
her.
Hold
if
on,
not,
stop
when
it.
You're not
No, no,
looking
no.
at her.
No, no.
You're
If
not looking at her
she's
in the
bootless,
eye,
if she's
Charlotte,
bootless, Amanda is the same height as me.
What is Amanda's height? Her regular height?
I didn't know that.
5'10". We're 5'10".
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
5'10",
okay.
5'11",
She always seems to
Duo.
tower over you.
because she wears boots.
You should be like Cass and get some
okay.
lifts, Brian. I mean,
I don't
sorry.
wear lifts.
John
I
Richter
I
coming
like having
in.
a
Ron
tall
DeSantis.
woman.
John Richter
Powerful
coming
woman.
in with $10 super
John
chat.
Richter's the motherfucking man. Thank you, Johnny.
What does John Richter want to know?
He wants to know what our plans are for WrestleMania weekend.
I'm gonna have a shit ton of steak, some Pepto Bismol, and a toilet.
I will say one thing.
There are a lot of cheesesteaks planned for the weekend, yes.
I will say two things. It's my birthday on April 4th. And
Okay.
the second thing is that I have a hotel booked for Philly.
Wow,
How many
smart.
people can be in the hotel?
Oh, Brian, yeah. Shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have disclosed that
It's 2
information.
rooms. It's 2 rooms.
A suite.
Oh.
It's a suite.
Is there like
Wow.
a walk-in shower, like the one that you like
So
go
walk-in
inside?
I don't know.
shower,
I don't know.
right?
I don't know. I haven't been there yet. God damn it. But there might be.
I want.
It's my birthday. I'm turning 34.
Wow.
Barkley.
34.
Oh,
Trips-
that is
Trips around
we're
the
gonna
sun.
die.
Shaq.
Wait.
We're gonna die.
You were born in 91?
I was born in 1990. I'm turning 24. Did I say 23?
You said
24.
34.
I'm turning 34.
What are you talking about?
I
bro? I'm
said
like, what?
This guy.
34. I said 34. It's 2024,
Right.
and I'm turning 34.
34.
I thought I was 34 for a minute.
You're almost 34.
I'm almost. I just turned 33.
This
You're
year,
legendary.
33 Hewing.
I was a
34,
cesarean. I
Barkley.
was a cesarean child. I was a cesarean.
Legend.
Thank you,
Yeah,
I was
Brian.
me
ripped.
too.
I was ripped
That's
and
me
pulled.
too.
I was ripped and surgically removed
Thank you.
because I was big.
Okay,
I was
all right.
10 pounds 6
Brian
ounces.
is on one.
See,
Hey,
I
let's
wasn't.
get-
I
let's
wasn't
talk
small when I
about
was
the
a
big-
baby.
Sponsored
when I was a
by
baby, I
Beatbox
was too big.
Juice.
I was too big to be birthed the normal way when I was a baby. But then I just didn't get bigger
Yes,
as an
Let's
adult.
Brian. Let's get back on
Just
target
like
with
Boris
some
from
wrestling. Let's
Rocky
talk about
Bowling.
AEW.
Right.
Let's do AEW. Let's do AEW now. What about AEW?
I heard that MJF might have some partaking in the Royal Rumble.
Where'd you hear that from?
The internet.
Oh,
The
God,
internet.
he heard it from the internet.
I heard it from the internet. There was a graphic. There was a
Jesus
graphic with
Christ.
MJF's face with the Royal Rumble logo.
Tom's Customs.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a
You were just
people-
looking at a Tom's Customs, Brian.
People are rumbling that MJF might pop up at the Royal Rumble.
Hmm.
When does his
Huh.
contract
Sean?
expire? When does his contract expire with
Sean?
AEW?
Yeah.
You know the shit.
So
Is there any likelihood
Brian
that
watched
ever
one episode
happened?
of Raw and he thinks he knows
So-
who's gonna.
Right
I've
before-
been watching the flagship show, and it's gotten me excited to
The
watch
flagship
regular
show is actually
wrestling.
SmackDown.
No, the
SmackDown's
flagship
flagship.
show
Well, no, the
with
flagship show of the
show.
Blvd Bullies is actually Here Comes the
Oh,
Lame
with Lame.
every
Oh,
Thursday night.
Here we go.
At 8 p.m., the flagship show of this channel, where
Where's
we
flagship
discuss
show?
all the AEW and
gets me
all
excited.
of the
It
WWE.
informs. It informs.
It's an
You take
informative,
notes.
good show.
Okay. And shout out the Rob Black show for sharing our show tonight.
Yes,
Rob
shout
Black
out.
shared the fact that we were all going live tonight, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
tune in
February
to his
can't
show,
come
too.
soon enough, huh?
We rub each other off.
Do you think that
Yeah.
we will? Do you think that Brian or myself will still be allowed in the building by the time that show rolls around? I think Brian probably. Sean
Why
probably
wouldn't
have
you
better
be allowed?
sense. Well, I mean, it depends on how many assassinations or hits are out for us.
I
at
just
that
want
time.
to see this goddamn XPW video from Drive-In Massacre.
Word.
God
Oh,
damn
don't
it.
you worry about
The
that.
hood, I keep hearing people saying,
We're gonna have a
supposed to
great-
die
Speaking of XPW,
tonight.
speaking of XPW, you're going loco, but not
Indeed.
until next weekend.
And 1 week, Larry?
Next weekend.
Not
This
this weekend.
coming weekend.
No.
Next
5,
weekend.
4,
Next weekend.
I thought it was
3,
last weekend.
2, 1.
Next
What is this,
weekend. But
IWTV?
last weekend was the show I got
Oh, wow.
unbooked.
That's right. That was the
You know what
unbooking.
I'm saying?
The
Remember
unbooking
Dennis
of
Stamp,
2024.
God rest his soul. Dennis Stamp said, "I'm not booked." You know, to
I'm
Tim.
sorry,
You know
yeah,
who
I'm
died?
sorry I
Died?
love
Do
you,
you know who died? Do you know who died?
Who?
Who?
Do you guys like the Honeymooners?
The woman died, right?
Do you ever hear the show The Honeymooners?
Of course he heard of the honeymoon.
Larry?
I mean, I've heard of it.
Do you know it, Patrick?
Yeah, of course.
Trixie, Ed Norton's wife.
Ed
Goddamn
Norton's wife,
Trixie.
Trixie.
Ed
R.I.P.
Norton's wife, Trixie. R.I.P.
Ed
R.I.P.
Norton.
Ed Norton, Ralph Cramden's best friend,
Edward
Ed
Norton.
Norton,
Yes.
The skinny guy.
From Fight Club.
and
Not the, not
Alice.
the, not,
Alice
not the bus
was
driver.
Ralph's wife, and Trixie was her best friend.
Trixie was Ralph's.
And Trixie, and
Ralph's
she was
best friend's wife.
99 years old. 99 years old.
Little current events.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
She was, dude. If you don't watch that show, every fucking modern fucking show is based off of the Honeymooners. If you never seen it,
Didn't know you were such a big
I always
honeymooners.
thought it was the Jeffersons.
dude.
that was based
First
off
of all, every
everything.
single New Year since I'm like born, I've been watching Honeymooners because it's on Channel
Yeah.
11.
Honeymooners
for 24
Marathon.
hours. Right.
And they also have the Twilight Zone marathon as well
On a different channel.
on a different channel.
Sci-Fi
Guys,
channel.
Not
let's
on
get
the same
back to
channel.
a little wrestling. Can we
Right,
get
right,
back
right.
to some wrestling, or we don't care about it?
So back to the Rumble. MJF was
Well, both,
slated to
Larry,
be a
both.
free agent after he lost the title to Samoa Joe. It became very open in the air when he was saying, "I am not contractually obligated to return back to AEW. I am a free agent." But he's also aware of, the stirrings and rumblings that does around this time, November, December, January. Biggest time for making a name for yourself on the wrestling scene. So he quite possibly may pop up in St. Petersburg at Tropicana Field, or he'll show up to challenge Samoa Joe to grab his AEW World
Rematch.
title back.
I think the official word is that he's having surgery and taking some time off. He's got like
But
a shoulder thing.
Do you think personally that he's just going to remain AEW and he's a
Oh,
loyal
yeah.
AEW?
Oh,
He-
yeah,
He
100%.
loves AEW.
Well, I just
I
think
don't see him
that
going to WWE yet. I think his time in WWE will come when he solidifies himself
One
among
more
the
contract.
stars.
How old is MJF now?
24,
24, 25, something like that.
26.
He's young, bro.
Still a young
He's a
fucking
baby.
He's a
Yeah,
young
So
buck.
second contract
baby.
here, third contract WWE. That's what I'm thinking.
He'll have an AJ Styles similar career run in WWE. Look
in
how
AEW.
AJ
In AEW, you mean he's going to have a?
no. So
He's going to
when
go to WWE and have a similar run as AJ Styles.
in the WWE.
He's gonna come in.
Oh
and
no, it's gonna
rumble
be
like
better.
AJ
It's
did.
gonna be better than that. It's gonna be like
No, I'm not comparing it. I'm saying like later on in his year, like his tenure wise, he's like, all right.
yeah,
I
but
did my
he'll do it
time
when
here.
he's 30. AJ did it when he's like 40. He'll go like 31, maybe on his 34th birthday.
That
where-
motherfucker's already doing movies, though. Do you think he's going to even continue to wrestle
Yes.
that long? That's a long time.
I think he will continue to wrestle.
Well, yeah, 3-year deal.
He
I mean,
loves
you
it.
make more.
WWE when you're 30. Movie
He's
shit.
chilling right now. He's
Yeah,
chilling.
he's fine. He could go one more in AEW. So what's
Hogan's
going on with the
challenge.
Loco thing, Larry? Are you
What
all
happened?
set to head to Houston, Texas for this XPW Loco for Loco cross promotion for Loco?
Yeah, I won't be late.
Hear
I
that?
won't be late. I won't be late for that.
So what is
Yeah,
this?
that-
Is
I got
like
I got a little comfortable. I got a little comfortable with all these flights to LA that the benevolent Rob Black has fronted me for all of his affairs, whether they be at the Derby Room or Van Nuys. I got a little comfortable. I was tardy for the party for Merry Christmas 2 Twas a Violent Night. I will not.
We got you
I
there.
will not. I will. We did.
That's all
we
that
did.
matters.
And I will not be tardy for this. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to announce all of these motherfucking new, fresh names to come out of my belly.
Dude, it's
Deep
names
in the
I've
heart of
never
Texas.
never heard of. And not to mention that there's Jaime Martinez, the owner of Loco Wrestling.
Jaime.
Jaime. He was talking about free beer.
What?
There will be free beer at the event,
Where?
and there will be weed being sold, and
Okay.
there will be taco trucks. There will be taco trucks outside of the event.
Smart.
Damn.
Weed,
Right.
tacos,
Okay.
tortas, and free alcoholic cervezas.
Wow.
Sounds like an event to me.
And dude, and like I've never heard of most of these guys, but I can't wait to see new people wrestle people that I love. Like Necro Butcher is MAGA is wrestling Brick Savage. Brick Savage.
Fred
looks
Savage's
like-
brother.
Yeah, Brian, if you will let me talk.
I'm sorry. I've been drinking beatboxes, Larry.
This
I
fucking
was just-
beatbox
I
Brian
was-
over here.
I was just going to say how excited I am going to be to announce names like the Oklahoma Strangler. That is a name
Never
that
heard of
I've
him.
never announced, that I've never heard. But I'm going to be able to make that sound so goddamn motherfucking legendary.
Fucking Masada is finally returning. You're going to be able to announce Masada. You're going to be
In his home state.
in his home goddamn
International.
state. Fucking Judge Joe Dredd is wrestling Low Rider in a light to prison death match.
With you, prison.
Light to prison.
And all that I ask is that low rider, you get your hands around the neck of that motherfucking dyke jury.
If Judge Joe Dredd beats Low Rider in 10 minutes or less, he's guaranteed a match against Schlack at Alive and Kicking in February when they return to New Jersey for the King of the Death Match Championship.
So what you're saying is that out of the gate, Jury and Dredd are going to just jump the sky.
Well, Jury's just a little bitch. Well, it's not known if Low Rider is going to be alone or have somebody with him. I don't think it's known. Somebody might be with Low Rider. Low Rider might have some backup.
Some backup.
Jury might have somebody that's going to kick him in his little pussy.
Brian, please.
Might be me.
Might be Larry.
I might wear my spiked red bottoms just for this occasion.
Wow.
You should.
I've never been to Houston.
Excited.
I've been to Austin. I've been to San Antonio, El Paso, but never Houston. Maybe driving through or past.
I'm catching up to you. Because I've been to Amarillo. I've been to San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be going to Houston.
Our champion, Tarzan Man Duran is wrestling Lil Poppy.
Lil Poppy.
Lil Poppy. That's
Lil
exciting.
Poppy's got to be connected to Low Rider somehow.
Mickey Knuckles will be there in some form of and capacity, and so will Cat Martini.
I'm sorry, isn't Mickey fighting Tessa?
Mickey is wrestling Tessa for the women's championship. Thank you, Larry.
Against Tessa.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh wow,
God, and the Blanchards made their name in Texas.
Schlack is also announced. He's wrestling Dmitry Alexandrov.
Oh,
who I have announced thanks to Casanova Valentine. If there's one thing that I can say.
Oh, that guy.
Cass. Yeah, if there's one thing I can say for Cass, he sure does know how to hook him.
No, the band's back on, Larry. Band's back on.
I mean, he knows how to hook him. He hooked my ass. I was on the way up there.
Band's back on. So that guy's awesome.
Masada's match is also announced. He's wrestling a man called Remedy.
That's right. And you know what?
Remedy kind of looks like a homely Eddie Kingston. He looks like a homely Eddie Kingston.
You know who gives me vibes of? He gives me vibes of a thick Jay Briscoe. He gives me vibes
Jay
of a
Briscoe,
thick Jay Briscoe.
homely Eddie.
A homely Jay Briscoe as well.
Homely Jay.
Homely Jay and Eddie Kingston mix.
Yeah. Also, together. I believe that the hardcore legend himself, Homeless Jimmy, will be in Houston, Texas.
Homeless Jimmy.
I'm going to be in the chat on streamxpw.com coming on the walls. And I think that you guys should join me.
I'm getting these shows confused.
You might have gotten the shows
was announced for Alive and Kicking. He was announced he's wrestling at Alive and Kicking.
Well, Homeless Jimmy is coming.
He's coming. He's definitely coming. 100%.
I feel like we should have went. I feel like we should just grab the flight, cop the flight.
You know, it's too much. We're doing too much. We're doing fucking a lot here.
Yeah, I know we are. And Brian just brought up a very valid point. But if you would have bought your tickets in November, they're $154 round trip.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that.
November.
And it's in the hotel too, right? It's that's Van Nuys. That's different. In Houston, it's not the hotel. That's a whole different setup. You don't even know how it's going to be over there.
I don't even know where it's going to be.
You'd be like near New Mexico.
Yeah, we might be in New Mexico.
Well, anyway, that's what's happening over there in Houston.
Okay.
We're going to be doing February as well at the end of next month.
Did we answer Johnny Richter's question, or did Brian just say I've got a hotel book?
What was the question?
What
are we doing?
I mean, what are the solid, medium, blue? I don't think anything solid.
I think we're on hush mode. Are we not on a hush mode?
I have one booking. Everybody knows my booking. It's Ron Nemi, the Hardcore Giant, birthday. And myself. That's right. On your birthday at the Underground Arts in Philly, the Stabbed in the Face, Eat the Turnbuckle final show, the final Bloodbath Battle Royal. I'm hosting the motherfucker.
There's been announcements for this. Bands, Anti-Scene, Eat the Turnbuckle, obviously. A band called Fang, Ground.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Get you all the deets.
I can't wait to see the
Sure.
gorgeous one.
For the bloodbath battle, the final battle royal bloodbath.
Come on, give it to us.
Tank,
Give it to us,
Eric
Daddy.
Dillinger, and Shane Mercer have been announced.
Okay.
That's dope.
Also, the MAGA. He's billed on this show as the Necro Butcher. He's not even called MAGA.
One
it
night
says
only.
Necro. It says Necro Butcher.
Wow.
So you're getting
Jeans
Necro
and
Butcher
barefoot.
for a night. What's the Necro Butcher anti-scene ground?
By the way, Shane Mercer, friend of the program, apparently saw on Instagram he got into some kind
Ring
of car accident
Oh shit!
no.
Okay.
on the way home from his thing. He totaled his car.
Ugh.
I think he needs some help with like merchandise or something. So look into what Shane Mercer's got
God.
going on.
Hate when that happens.
He's an egg noodles.
It makes me
and-
not want to drive anywhere.
Yo, it's so scary. I was just thinking about it earlier, just thinking about driving and how somebody else can just like be a psychopath and do some crazy shit at any moment.
yeah.
So it's like driving is very scary.
Very true.
You got to take it very serious.
Yeah. It's scary.
And it could you have to be very aware of your surroundings because like anything could happen. And it wouldn't even be your fault. A psychopath could be drunk or a psycho in their own car.
Very true.
You know, on the last night of my mom and I's vacation to Vegas, we were driving to the airport and someone came off of the ramp. And as soon as they came off the ramp, we noticed that their car was smoking.
Oh no.
Like the car was like smoking from the back. And I lie to you not, the car came onto the expressway and just kept driving straight into the median and flipped up. Like just straight. And my mom and
That's
I
terrifying
started
shit, dude.
slowing up. I started slowing up when I noticed smoke was coming out of the back of this car, but the person just like drove right onto the thing, straight over to the medium and flipped up. And my mom like drove past it like, oh my God, we could smell all of the fumes of the oil and shit in the engine. And we were like,
no.
Didn't Hulk Hogan post some crazy shit where there was like a car
Yeah,
flipped?
Hulk Hogan saved someone's life this weekend.
Saved their life,
This
Brian.
weekend.
wait, what?
Hulk Hogan.
He got baptized. Now he's saving lives.
Yeah.
It's
What did he
true.
do?
There was literally a car flipped, and I guess he pulled somebody out of it.
Pulled him out with the 24 inchers.
24-inch fucking pythons.
His pythons.
Alive and kicking is also
Is there
known as Blackamania.
video footage of it?
There's pictures. No videos. No pictures. It was just him, the car, and the person in it. And his boy, his wife. And him and his boy helped him out.
How did he look? Was he getting down on all fours?
Jacked.
He was jacked.
He got Hulk strength because he was
looked like
nervous
Hulk
about
Hogan.
people dying.
He was wearing a sleeveless shirt and a schmata
He
and a
turned
fucking
into
gold
one of the,
chain.
you know how
and
the
he
mothers
rescued this fucking...
get strength when they have to
But
they're
like what I'm
fearful of
saying
their
is
babies.
like he can't like get down.
He's religious
Like if a
now.
car
In a
flip,
moment, he might be able to, dude. You don't know
They're
what happens
coming,
in
brother.
moments, dude. To save humans, you go into modes.
Yeah, he went into Hulkamaniac.
He hulked right up, dude. He
Yeah,
squatted
imagine
and
that,
lifted
though.
the
Imagine-
car, dude.
Imagine that you get into
Dragged
a car
her out.
accident. Thank God you're still alive. But the person who saved you is Hulk Hogan.
That's wild, dude.
That's wild, right? But it's not any Hogan. It's not NWO Hogan. It's not Pasta Mania Hogan. It's not Red and Yellow Hogan.
Ku Klux Klan Hogan.
Religious Hogan.
No, it's not Ku Klux Klan Hogan.
Oh,
It
Brian.
is
It's not that
Mr.
good.
Nanny.
Mr. Nanny.
It's Mr. Nanny. He
Mr.
shows
Nanny
up in a
saved her.
tutu.
Fucking slid right in there, apparently.
I bet if it was a black person, Hogan wouldn't have saved him.
Fucked up.
That's not funny.
He would. I think he saved me.
I don't think Hulk
Larry,
Hogan
just
was
be like,
got
he wasn't
baptized.
thinking about race in the moment. He would have
He'd be going
saved
for the
who was
hot
ever in
tag.
that vehicle.
No,
He didn't
got
think about anything.
baptized.
He was He's a born again Hulk Hogan.
He ripped the doors like his shirt.
Yeah.
Ripped him open, dude.
Oh, he fucking
Yeah.
shredded them. Called
And then
TMZ
you
and then
guys
rescued
have watched. You guys have watched too much Kevin Dunn. You guys are really believing that, dude.
Did you guys hear about Paige's husband?
What about him?
He had beef with a band on the internet that
Oh, what
became a
happened?
whole big thing.
Who's Paige's
was like
husband?
Wait a minute,
is this-
Brian.
sounds like
You
wrestling.
didn't tell us that was Paige's husband when you were
I don't know
like,
if they're married. It might be just together or a
Together?
consensual relationship. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if they're or if
I
they're
would hope.
married.
you were hitting us with all of that shit, like, and I'm like, why is
I'm
Consensual
sorry.
Brian
The
telling
chicken
us
the
this?
chicken no longer prolapses. I popped the chicken.
You popped the chicken,
I
Brian.
popped the chicken.
Is it
I'm
leaking?
sorry. No, there's nothing inside. Just air. But now you can't prolapse the chicken. I'm sorry.
Well, this is our last episode
Yeah,
anyway.
it doesn't matter. Chicken's popped. Last step. So wait, so who's Paige's husband again now?
Paige's husband, boyfriend, significant other is Ronald Radke of Falling in Reverse.
Double R's.
Brother
John
of
Radke?
Johnny Radke.
Ronald Radke, who was also in the band Escape the Fate. If you don't know, this man went to jail
For stabbing
being-
someone 8 times.
No. That's mayhem. That's different.
That's
Burzum,
something
Burzum and
different.
mayhem. Different. Black metal, scary. Ronald Radke was present during a murder.
Oh, jeez.
So Ronald, he was present during a murder. And then went to
Allegedly.
jail. No, it wasn't alleged. It happened.
Oh, it
The man
happened.
the man killed somebody, and then Ronald went to jail because he was also there.
Mhm, mhm.
Right. So now Ronald Radke
Okay.
got into beef with bands about a guitar that
Mm-hmm.
Machine Gun Kelly used. Have you heard about this?
No.
Nope.
Keep
You guys
going.
aren't. You guys, what are you guys?
I'm
You guys
invested.
aren't
Keep
hip?
going.
Are you guys hip? He used a guitar
Tell me about this
that is
fucking guitar.
shaped like a razor blade.
Okay.
It's a razor blade shaped guitar. And some people were offended that the guitar was shaped because you're promoting self-harm. I don't know. People
Allegedly.
were upset. People were upset about the razor blade shaped
this
guitar.
That Machine Gun
Whatever.
Kelly used.
Right. Machine Gun Kelly used this guitar.
Is
Okay.
the razor blade dripping blood?
No, it's just literally a silver. It's a guitar that has. It looks like a guitar that has the
Sure, I got it.
a
Yep.
base
He's
that looks like a
strumming.
razor blade.
Think about it, Brian. He's strumming his pain away.
I'm
strumming
not
the
telling
pain
you
away,
my
Brian.
opinion. I'm just telling you the opinion
Okay.
of
Okay.
know.
people
Okay.
that
Got it.
happened. The thing happened.
It
and
could be
was a big-
misconstrued.
Dude,
Well,
Dude,
all I
Ronald
have
the band called Ronald Radke a rapist, and the band went
Whoa.
insane.
Wait,
Whoa,
what
whoa,
band?
We don't talk that here.
Sangway Sugarbog.
They're friends with Machine Gun Kelly.
What?
No.
What? Pat? What? Who's that? Who's that? Pat?
Sangway
Oh, Schlack. Hey,
Sugarbog
Schlack. How-
started a beef with
Schlack's
Ronald
mad at
Radke.
Okay.
Why is Schlack? Okay, wait.
Okay,
you
so
listening?
Machine Gun Kelly had this razor blade guitar,
Right.
Yeah.
and Ronald Radke said something.
Supported.
Was like that was dope.
Whatever. He supported the guitar, and Sangway Sugarbog thought it was ridiculous and stupid. So they started a funny beef with Ronald Radke where they were making fun of each other on Twitter, going back and forth for days on days.
Sangway Sugar Bob.
Sangway Sugarbog. It means, I think it means devil toilet,
Okay,
blood sucking toilet.
nice.
Must be one big deuce. Hey,
Brian, come on.
So then what happened?
Blood sucking toilet, and they fought, and then they accused each other of serious allegations. And then Sangway Sugarbog stepped back. They apologized. Sangway Sugarbog have stopped the beef with Ronald Radke, who would have continued. He wanted to fight. Ronald Radke wanted to fight, and he got. Do you know the band Slaughtered to Prevail?
Of course.
You know Alex Terrible.
Yeah.
This big, scary man had Ronald Radke's back and wanted to fight Sangway Sugarbog too.
two in the box, ready to go. We be fast. They be slow.
Be slow.
Radke
will say-
started it apparently.
I will say that Falling in Reverse is an atrocity, and Sangway Sugarbog is highly enjoyable.
Schlack says you're lying, Brian. He says Radke started the shit talking.
Radke was talking shit about what though?
He
I
just
want
said-
Sangway.
He's just saying you're not delivering the truth.
I'm delivering truth. There was that the debacle was over the razor blade guitar. Razor blade
Tell
guitar.
Schlack call in. We still got time.
Schlack. I sent Schlack that Schlack is commenting.
He's mad at me. I'm telling you, he's mad at me.
Schlack's
He doesn't give a
commenting.
shit.
He hates this show now. Slime time. Hey, Larry, are you going to be involved in the Psycho Circus?
Yuppie
Can't.
larva.
You can't do it.
I'll be alive and kicking.
Oh, same
I'll be
day.
alive and kicking that night.
Sorry, I didn't send Schlack the link. I'm going to send Schlack the link right now.
Ew.
Brian!
Sorry, I'm
Wow.
sorry.
Bad tape.
It's
You know,
like goddamn
I-
condom hat's gone to your
I've been
head.
I've been getting people on
I
this show
know,
for over a year.
Oh,
Damn
listen
it.
to him now.
I know.
What do you
Listen
guys?
to him.
Patrick is the only other hardworking man on this show.
I don't work hard. I
You
can't
do a lot
even
to
look
put this
at that. I
show.
can't even.
You
I
put
got,
this show on.
Yeah,
I see
I
you
work
working hard.
hard.
I see you working hard before this
I
show
got
goes
double
up
pink
live.
eye.
You do a lot. Damn it.
You sent no link.
I know I didn't.
Schlack.
Shut up, Schlack.
This is becoming a hard.
I'll do a
rock
better
news.
job.
That was a little bit of deathmatch drama because it had to do with a razor blade. You know.
And it's wrestling related because it's Paige's boyfriend.
Yeah, double. So boom.
Double.
Yeah,
Put that in
now
your
that I
pipe.
know that part, I realize
See,
why it
but
was
also,
relevant.
if
I
I'm
just thought
if
you were
I'm
like,
incorrect, I would like to be corrected. I thought that Ronald Radke was just merely in support of the razor blade guitar, and Sangway Sugarbog thought the razor blade guitar was ridiculous.
It seems
And
ridiculous.
They battled over the razor
Did
blade
you
guitar.
just say ridiculous?
Ridiculous.
You said ridiculous.
I might have.
He's
Well, that
drinking
was
boombox.
ridiculous.
You said
Brian.
Jurassic. You said Jurassic before, and that didn't make
Because
much
it's a
sense.
fucking big step.
No.
Like a big
Jurassic
step.
is old.
Mesozoic is what I would have said.
Oh, geez. Mammoth.
A
Pat was
Mesozoic
right.
step.
Pat was right with Mammoth.
I like
Colossal.
mammoth too, but I
Mammoth
like
was
to
right.
flex that I know words.
Mesozoic is just old, too.
Yeah,
You're
but you went more
Mesozoic.
time than distance. Should've
I'm
been a
your
distance.
age. You're just as Mesozoic as I
Should
am.
have been a size thing.
Shut up,
Shawnee.
Brian.
And more of a time. More of a time than ancient.
What?
I sent Schlack the link now, so he can't complain.
It's too damn late.
It's too late now, Brian.
He's probably taking a shit at work and was like, let me catch up with these
Well,
idiots.
I'm sticking with my truth.
Hey, wash
where
those hands,
that's what
Schlack.
happened. And whatever, they said that Alex Terrible said that if they want to fight, Ronnie Radke is the final boss, and they have to fight Alex Terrible first.
And Alex Terrible is a scary person.
He fought a bear.
Afternoon
He fought a
delight.
bear in Russia. A
Huh.
live bear. Wrestled it.
Bears.
He
are-
wrestled the live bear, dude.
Bears. Are
Oh, wait,
big.
hold on. Stop everything here.
I want a bear.
We're getting a super chat, $2.50 from I Got Character Production saying,
He
"What
gave
up,
us a Metro
bullies? Finally able to catch a
What up?
stream. Will the last
What up,
two
Papa?
episodes be available? No. For members only, they could be, but I think I even made them private. Those two episodes, it's just like this is the first episode of the new year, and it happens to be our last episode ever. So comment on this video. Brian squeezed the chicken too hard and prolapsed it.
I was using it as a stress ball, and I fucking prolapsed and popped it.
He popped it, and we have John Wayne Murdoch merchandise.
But it's still a rubber chicken. Nonetheless, you can fucking just like leave it there as like a dead chicken. Now it's like a dead chicken.
Oh, that looks terrible, Brian. You ruined the chicken.
Choked it.
It's a
Choke-
fucking dead chicken anyway, dude.
He choked
And
it.
you get the signed. All that matters is the signed John Wayne Murdoch.
And I will sign his sticker. if
Sign
anyone
that
wants-
sticker.
Sign
If
this
someone
sticker.
wants, I will sign
I
the
could
sticker
also-
upon
Brian,
request.
I want you to
John
sign that
Wayne
8x10
Murdoch.
right now. Sign
Sign it,
that.
Brian.
You win it, I'll
Sign
sign
it.
it.
Sign it.
Sign
Right now,
it.
you want me to
Sign
sign
Yeah,
it right
sign
now?
it. And Larry, you
Sign it.
sign your sticker
Sign
too.
it.
Over
And you know
John-
what
that's
else?
rude. That's like this.
You know what
that's
else
like,
I'll
that's
go
like having
back?
a tag. That's
Look,
like having
cool,
a tag
man.
as a graffiti
Look.
artist.
No, you dumbass
Since
in
the
the back.
ban, since the
In the back.
ban has been lifted, Pat.
Like here.
Yeah.
Since the ban's been lifted, I'll throw in 3 Monarch drink tickets.
What? Wait a second. I
What?
can use those, Larry. Send those to me.
So you get the John Wayne Murdoch sticker signed by me. 3
Sign it.
Monarch Brooklyn
Wow, holy
Monarch
shit.
drink tickets.
I'm gonna
You get
sign it
all
even
of
if you
that.
don't want it signed.
Sign it.
Now it's going to be
Are
signed
you gonna sign it
Wow.
on the
because
back?
they made me sign it. Yeah,
Okay. I wanted you to do it on the front.
it would
but
look
that's
pretty. You want me to do it on the
okay.
front?
No, no.
No,
I'll
don't
do it on the
that.
front if you tell me to do it on the
That's
front.
disrespectful. Don't do that.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
We're
Should we
Boulevard
just
Bullies.
sign
Yeah, no, but you don't
8x10s
disrespect like
that
that.
are already
We're giving
signed
it
and
away.
give
It's technically okay. To be fair, it's technically a gift of this show
I know,
which
but
we
you're
run.
promoting it as this
No, you're right.
person's
Don't.
autograph.
Sean's gonna have an
Right.
aneurysm. He's
So
gonna
you
prolapse.
respect.
You know what?
respect
Do
them.
what thou wilt.
Yeah,
Cuck of
just
the,
sign
I'm,
the
gonna,
back.
I'm, just,
sign
I'm
the
still
back.
gonna call him
Murdoch
Cuck of the
sticker.
Rabbits. Cuck of
Just
the Rabbits.
like, fuck it. We're giving it away.
Sign
Right.
that shit in the back.
It's a gift. Cuck of the Rabbits.
Be
It's
respectful.
definitely the best episode. so
Bridesmaid. Alex Cologne
far.
has a shirt still available on Deathmatch Elite with John Wayne Murdoch's face that says Bridesmaid.
What is that supposed to mean?
What is that supposed to mean, though?
It's
Okay.
calling him a little bitch.
Is John Wayne Murdoch dressed up in like a bride's?
Does he have
no,
a caricature of him?
John Wayne Murdoch is just sitting. He's sitting on the floor during a match, very upset because he lost.
So
Whoa.
it says bridesmaid?
It says bridesmaid. He's a bridesmaid
I wish it was
Yeah,
that
because he
same.
loses to girls a lot.
All right, Brian, sign the 8x10 and start
I
signing
didn't
these
even catch
South
that.
Park DVDs
I didn't even
too.
catch that shit.
I'm just saying. What'd you say?
Sign the 8x10 and sign the DVDs as well.
What DVDs?
So like Casey
Oh, you want me to
Patel
sign
is
the
a
DVDs?
champion,
Each
Kara
one? Each
Zepp
one?
is a champion, and John Wayne Murdoch is just the guy to lose to them.
You understand? He's just holding the wife's hand. He's just helping the wife out.
Huh. Always the
The
bridesmaid,
bridesmaid.
never the bride.
Yeah, never the woman.
Well, shout out John Wayne, Cuck of the Rabbits.
Shout out. Stood up for himself, left the company. You know?
Nobody
Set
chimed
up
in.
a-
Did you notice that?
Did
Did you
he,
notice nobody
Sean,
chimed
did
in?
did he leave the company, or is this ICW once again weaving one of their?
Well, he
Oh,
left.
Larry's gone. Larry's the announcer. Oh, Larry's at Circle City. You know what is this? Is he gone?
What would seal the deal is John Wayne Murdoch in XPW, but that'll never happen.
Or coming on this show. That would really prove to everybody.
Should I
that-
contact John
I don't
Wayne?
think he would ever want to talk to me.
Yeah.
I don't think he would ever want to talk to me again.
Should I send the boy a message?
Because
Ask him
because
to
if
be
it's
our-
on site,
our-
we can't
our-
allow him to
our
see
March
us.
guest?
Yeah,
Our
if he
March-
sees me,
our
I'm
March
dead.
guest.
We can't allow them to see us. Like knowing that we can't have anybody who said on site.
I don't think we even need to entertain guests besides the Neil Diamond Cutter
Right.
that we have.
Well, I think that we should have. I think that it is dope to have at least one guest a month that we could like.
Oh, you want to
build-
talk about this out in the open?
We talked about
What else?
whatever.
Yeah, everything else.
Whatever before
Giving
we
you
talked
a
about
taste-
open
I'm
the
giving
open.
you a taste of your own medicine.
Damn it! We
I'm giving
came
you a
before.
taste of
We'll
your
come
own
again.
medicine.
Taste your own medicine, Brian.
My medicine.
It's that
Yeah,
condom
but you were
hat.
like,
It's
you were
gotten to
gonna
your
talk about this
brain.
in front of everybody?
It's a really nice hat. I got this
What
ring
is the
light too.
chat saying? Is the chat having a good time? Are people loving us?
Yeah, we're just getting
Or they
roasted
like,
as
"Shut up,
always.
Larry."
Pat, I want my DVDs signed, Brian.
They want the
Brian's
DVD signed. I'm
old.
gonna s-
Pat's
every
pink eye got
DVD.
him drunk.
Who? I'm gonna sign every single one now.
41 Down says, I don't think he. Hey, shout out 41 Down. Good to see you back.
Shout out 41 Day.
Shorty win. I don't think he's gone. JWM left IWA Mid-South like 3 times and came crawling back to Ian every single time. Hey,
Single.
and you know, so that's interesting because we're over here debating whether it's real or whether it's a work. And that's the second comment we've received, something like that, that suggests even if it's real, he'll make up and go crawling back. Just like you in New Fear City eventually, Larry.
No, I think that I think Larry is an XPW staple because Larry is a filthy boy, and
Well, not
XPW is the land of blood and tits,
Filthy.
and
I mean,
that's where
there we
Larry
go.
belongs.
Is
so
this good,
far,
Pat?
so far, I have shown my motherfucking ass to Rob Black, and he has not spanked me. I have pulled a fan out of the crowd and said, "You do commentary." I have
Twice.
showed up hours late for shows in LA, and Rob's always like, "Larry, you're great." If he keeps
Wow.
doing that with me, then I ain't never leaving.
Bro, because we come for Larry. Do you understand?
See you
Knock
win.
on
I
wood,
do.
nigga.
I get flags that say "Long Dong Larry." Shout out
Hanging
Johnny
from the
Richter.
rafters.
Hell yeah.
Long Dong hanging from the Raptors. Mouse would be a great guest. I would love to have Mouse on this program. We've had
Pat, will you be at the Psycho Circus this year?
you know, I've been considering it.
Yeah.
Last time I got wasted and fell. So you know,
I've signed the DVDs.
Good job.
DVD's now signed.
Those
You
are
know who's going to be
Blu-rays or
so
DVDs?
sad?
They're
You know
Blu-rays.
who's
They're
going to be so
actually
sad?
Blu-rays.
I'm
Thank
not
you,
at the
Sean,
Psycho
for the
Circus.
correction.
Is my girl Brittany Savage.
Oh, your
I
best
love
friend.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a Hall of Famer. Future NYWC Hall of Famer.
Yo, what do we think about Ziggler versus Cardona? Y'all think that's going to turn into a death match?
No,
No.
No,
I think it's going to be one of their best matches that they have on GCW.
I think that there might be a light tube in play. I
No.
think that maybe because
It's in the Ukrainian Culture Club.
oh, you're not allowed to use them.
No.
Okay, thank you, Sean. See, Sean is a
We
student.
might
of the
get some
motherfucker.
So you
Ziggler
don't
blood.
think there will be any ultra violence teased or
No, listen.
used in the match at all?
Listen, this match was something that they tried pitching to the WWE for WrestleMania 29. They were okay even opening the show with it, like in a pre-show, but that they gave it to Wade Barrett and The Miz. He didn't even get to go on the show at all. They're going to put a lot into this match. They're going to give the fans a reason to watch GCW. And Brett landed in shit. Like, legit. Ziggler is fucking great to have. Did you guys see him on Impact this past weekend?
I can't stand.
I saw that he came out and he gave what? He gave Moose the zigzag. He got into the ring and ducked.
He's a fucking star. He's a star.
He looked better in WWE.
Yeah, but listen. Change is good. Change is good. Change is good. And on the independent circuit right now, you got Dolph Ziggler. So change is great right now.
Is he going by Dolph or is he going by Nick?
He's going by Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth.
I called him
pumped
John.
to see that match, bro.
John
I'm pumped to
Nemeth.
see it.
But I'm just asking why you think that there will be absolutely no ultra violence, at least teased.
Because there is no need for it.
Well, Cardona he calls himself the
maybe he'll get a
He
little
just had
blood.
had a death match with EC3 this past weekend at NWA.
NWA death
But
match
why
this weekend.
But why
Not every match
it's not
needs to be a
gonna
death match for him.
It's not going to be a death match. But why
No.
wouldn't they tease it?
There is no need for the teasing because this has been something that has been in the works since WrestleMania 29.
Mm-hmm.
We are moving into WrestleMania 40. That is quite
11
some time.
years.
Yeah,
So
but
to
for
see-
for somebody like me, that doesn't really tickle my taint.
because you're
I'd be more interested if Dolph Ziggler was gonna hit, even if he doesn't take the tube. If Cardona goes to swing it at him and then he hits Cardona, that's still funny as fuck.
Have you not seen the growth of GCW and the route they've taken as a whole company as they've moved away from the deathmatch scene and made it an attraction where everybody culminates together? They made it even more special. Bringing in stars like this help elevate the company to bring it to levels and places that it hasn't been before. It's the bigger picture. It's not the small.
I don't disagree.
Jurassic. It's the Jurassic picture.
I'm not in disagreement. I'm just thinking that there will be some form of ultra violence use.
I actually don't think that a teasing, like, that's not that big of a part of that overall story that they're telling. And I feel that possibly teasing may foreshadow a continuation of possibly some ultra violence. So I don't think it's too far fetched to think that one will be down and Cardona will get a tube and look at the crowd and be like, I'm gonna fucking brain him.
Even if it's not a tube, maybe he'll have just some form of ultra violent weapon.
I think you
tube.
could.
You said no glass. Maybe it'll be a gusset plate.
And Sean, it's not needed. It's not needed, but to make sure
for
that
the
they
crowd
leave that lingering, carrot of what you don't see now. I want you to pay your money in Atlantic City to see, because guess what? We're going to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to do it.
I would appreciate the match more if they did, because they're supposed to be the last fucking outlaws. They're supposed to be this company that is staying true to their roots. So if they don't use ultra violence, I think that's whack.
Brian really just took over the show.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's the beatboxes. The beatboxes.
He really took it. He
Beatbox
really
Fry.
became the center.
Yeah. Double fisting beatboxes.
Amanda
It's
yelled at me
okay.
too. She gave me evil eyes.
Yeah,
What
he's
about
really
you just-
got off. It's okay.
I
love
going
it.
on. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of funny and weird to see Dolph Ziggler and Matt Cardona on a poster that says GCW. And, maybe Dolph Ziggler's
considering
probably
we
like,
were there.
I want to do double juice, brother. And that's probably all they need, They'll fight to a 30-minute double juice draw and then finish it in Atlantic City, like Larry says. Something along those lines.
Well, I will say that I saw Ziggler or Nemeth arrive in TNA, and I was disappointed that it wasn't
Tubes.
like he didn't show up in GCW, like he showed up there first. So I was excited to see that he was not only just in TNA, he showed up in TNA, and now he has this booking in GCW.
You know
I'm
what
sure
he
that
did?
he'll.
He ripped
I'm sure
his
he'll wrestle Riddle in fucking
MLW.
LW. There's many possibilities for Nemeth to do now. Maybe he'll show up in AEW. Who's to say he won't?
He ripped his shirt, much like Hulk Hogan ripped the door off that car and revealed that he had a TNA shirt on. I was like, ah.
Are TNA wrestlers not affiliated with AEW?
It depends. You had Hijo de Vikingo wrestling over there this past weekend. And he also wrestles for AEW. AEW and TNA are companies that are looked at here, but they allow their workers to bounce wherever they may roam. But hey, when our dates come around and you got to work those 4 matches that's going to give us our TV for the next month, best believe you're going to be available because you're getting paid for that.
Is TNA considered indies?
No.
They've been around for like over like 15 years, like
22 years.
You know, he
Well,
also
yeah, like-
showed up at New
then
Japan.
What makes independent companies
Jesus.
independent what is that not a good question?
What makes independent companies, Brian, is like there's this
Jesus Christ.
parent. There's a parent. Anthem, what is TNA. For Ring of Honor, it was Sinclair.
Yep.
For AEW, it's, I don't know, the Cons. There's a entity that is producing this show.
Yep.
Indies are Chad Minis, or DJ High.
Well, Brett Lauderdale doesn't have a parent. He just is Brett Lauderdale.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people say Orange Crush.
So
A lot of
then
people say
Circle
that's that
Six.
Orange Crush
So Circle
money.
6 has $1 billion
Angel
backer.
investors.
That's not
$1 billion.
independent.
Well, we don't. Do we know? I mean, we've heard that.
So it's alleged.
We don't. Well, do they? I mean, where's the state? Who are
Allegedly.
they? Will they just?
I don't fucking know,
They
bro.
got-
Neither
they
do
got Craig
I.
Younger a new
But
back.
we do know Anthem. We
They
do
got him
know
$1 billion
Sinclair. We
back.
do know TKO. We do know these parents that have these wrestling companies.
Little angels, angel investors
Indeed, Pat.
floating around.
Yo, I got one.
What?
Do we think Naomi as TNA Knockouts champion will be in the Rumble?
Trinity, she just had her last match this
She
past
lost her
Saturday.
the title.
She lost
and
to Jordan
last.
Grace.
Sean sent a message saying that Trinity is on the way to the Rumble. Did you not?
Yeah,
Rumble bound.
She had a little
Rumble bound.
send-off.
Not declared. She is not declared the Royal Rumble.
Undeclared Rumble
Well,
bound.
listen, her girls were there to make sure that she leaves.
Yeah.
I saw that. Bailey
Make
and
sure
uh,
she
Ba-
leaves. All right,
Bailey
let's go.
and Mercedes Monet.
Mercedes, right?
They
Monet.
were there with.
Is Bailey still active?
They were
Yeah.
there sitting like
She
Pat
just
with the
wrestled on
sunglasses and hat.
SmackDown.
I haven't. Yeah, the only thing that I've watched recently was Raw.
Monet.
Raw was good. though.
Wow. Also, last thing.
But
We have not touched on Tony Khan and gender
The best.
on Twitter. We have not touched on that.
My favorite
shall
thing.
Oh, he talked shit, right? He talked shit about gender.
Like, how
Well-
can you guys shit on the fact that Hook is getting a title shot against Joe when Hook has a record of 28-1 and Jinder has not won a match in a year?
Not even
Yeah,
one
next
year.
week.
AEW Sport, they're sports based. They're sports based company.
Right.
They
And he
follow
wasn't even really.
statistics.
He wasn't even really yelling about gender. He was basically yelling at the people on the internet, yelling at him. People on the internet were yelling at him for making Hook the #1 contender, and he was like, "Hey, stupid people, you're yelling at me. This guy's 28-1. Jinder Mahal hasn't won a match in a year.
and he's getting the title shot.
He's getting a title shot. So what's the deal? Why isn't there outrage on this?" And there is, obviously, just that Tony Khan doesn't follow those accounts.
Right.
And then Jinder
Right.
Mahal said, "Who the fuck is Hook?" And
Who
then
the hell is
the
Hook?
entire WWE universe rallied behind Jinder Mahal.
Yeah,
I
last
think,
night's main event was alright.
My only comment is Dominic Mysterio greater than Hook.
Hook, 100%,
Oh, yeah,
100%,
definitely.
100%.
Brian,
The
I love how you
charisma?
watch
Night and
Monday
day, night and
Night
day.
Raw. Now your lights are purple and you're a huge
Well, I got a new
dominant
ring. I got a new ring light. My ring light died. I've purchased a new ring
the
light.
Judgment Day ring light.
I can change the color. Do you not like purple?
No,
I can do mine too. Let's change it up for the last part of the show.
Yeah, change it
Is that too bright?
Nice. DX.
I'm Kane.
Oh, wow.
It's red.
Yeah, do that one.
Fancy schmancy.
I got a remote control now, dude.
So now Schlack's even more
alright.
mad at me because you sent him the link and it's
Alright,
too
well, look.
late.
It's 2 minutes after 9. Pat.
What
Send
was
it
the last
home,
thing?
baby.
What was the last thing we were mentioning, Larry? What was that last-
Gender in the meltdown. And I don't know, y'all. I just
Holy
can't
choked chicken.
believe that he doesn't have someone that is like
Don't do
his
that.
confidant. I cannot believe he does not have a royal vizier or someone that is like that is just like, you know.
He needs a what's his? He needs a Jafar. He needs a fucking Jafar.
Exactly.
Be
He needs that.
prepared.
Yes, he needs that motherfucker on his shoulder that is like, how about this, boss? But if left to his own devices, it's just gonna be and I think the most poignant thing about it is that like now like other entities are getting in on the thing. Like USA Network was like, what was the cage match
Yeah,
ranking?
what was the cage match rating? They trolled him about the cage match rating, which was awesome.
And then he replied to them like, nice job, guys. You have time to do this. Maybe you should promote more matches with gender in it. Do it more.
Well,
Okay.
anyway, Brian, beatbox Bry,
He's in
I thought-
trouble.
you're in.
I'm
big
not
trouble.
in any trouble. I'm a grown man. I live in this house that I pay for, and I have a
Oh,
job.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh,
Who am I in
boy.
trouble with,
Oh, boy.
Larry?
Beatbox
sorry.
Bry at it again
I'm
here.
sorry.
You're in trouble. You're in
I'm
trouble.
no trouble.
Got yourself in even bigger trouble.
No, god
Yep.
damn it. We have identical
I was
bonds. We're
just-
like
I was
identical
just-
brothers.
I know. I got my. You know
Bong
what? As
bros.
a matter of fact, play
Bong
us out.
brothers here.
How about to play us out? Do I have anything in here?
Put
Let
it
me
in.
hold on.
Fill
I'm
it.
about to.
Fill that hole.
Gosh,
Well,
you're so forceful with
I'm
me.
sorry.
it was
Just
a
the
pretty good
beatboxes.
last episode as far as the last episodes go. I mean, I'm glad that we're just being really honest and positive.
I'm sorry I screamed earlier.
No. You know, I mean, if I had one thing to say is that when tossing the salad of your enemies, girlfriends, sisters, and loved ones, just, you know, make sure you hit that eye wash station, or if not, you're going to end up like me.
Just get a bidet and use that.
Just use the bidet on
Brian
your eyes.
has one in there. I've been in there, but I never used it.
What the fuck, dude? I mean, you should just use it. Even if you don't poop, you should just use the bidet, dude. Just
How do
clean
you
that-
even operate it? Do you just turn
Just
it
turn
on
the
and sit
knob,
there?
dude. It's
I
like
feel
the
like you would need
easiest.
like a towel though, like because it's
No,
like
just toilet paper, bro.
no, I
Just use
couldn't. I
one
couldn't
sheet.
like do a full
One sheet.
bidet.
So much
Oh,
less
this is
paper
nasty.
used.
Jump in the fucking shower.
Yeah, just
Every
so
go
we
in
need
time
the
like
you
a
poop-
shower.
towel. I would need like a butt
Sean, you
towel.
said you poop. You said you poop a decent amount of times a day.
Yeah, if I'm home,
So-
I'll wash my ass.
Yeah, every single time you're gonna hop in the shower.
Yeah.
No.
How about just the wet wipes? How about just the wet
No.
wipes?
Yeah.
2 showers a day. Sometimes you poop more. Sometimes
Sorry,
you
I
just want
like
to
a
poop and,
clean
and clean your
ass.
butt without
You have a
showering.
very hair. If you have a very hairy ass, you probably are preoccupied with
You
like
need to shave
Yeah,
that
wash your
butt. You need
ass.
to shave that
Yeah.
butt, dude.
Listen. All I know is that when I was a kid, and if I came from outside, my mother, the first thing she would tell me is go wash your fucking ass.
Right. Cleanly butt. Cleanly
Yeah,
butt health.
Walk in the crib,
I mean,
and it's hey ma, she smell me from a mile away. Go wash that ass,
Yeah, but you wouldn't if you had a bidet.
Papa.
listen.
Take a
I'll
shit,
tell you
go wash your
this.
ass.
I'll tell you this. You could say
Bidets help.
what you want about us. You could think what you want about us and how we act on the show. But I'll tell you right now, what I'm sure of is there is not a podcast or 4 men with cleaner buttholes in the entire wrestling industry
I would say mine's
Other-
the cleanest.
other than
Yeah, and you're not even the one that gets it fucked.
other than this other
God
than us
it gets
damn.
touched. It gets touched.
I
I'm
said
not
fuck.
afraid of
dirty
I said
Oh,
fuck.
dirty mouths impeccably
That's
clean
touched.
buttholes.
You need, first of all, you don't want colon cancer, do you? You got to keep a clean butthole to be a healthy boy or girl. Girls
Well,
and
you
boys
can also get
all
colon
need
cancer from your
healthy
diet. You don't
buttholes.
have to eat meat.
Right. Well, you still have to keep it clean. You don't want excess poop on your butt. That's not healthy.
Pat got pink eye.
That's how I got pink eye.
Pat, can you play us out? And
Unclean.
Brian, can we toot our horns? Toot our horns for the last
Hey,
episode.
everybody at home,
Pat,
wash
play us out.
your butts.
Play us
Toot
out.
your own horns. And if you like this show, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. Either way, comment if you want to win something, except if you are one of our enemies, in which case I must insist. Why don't you just take the... Well, forget. Let's just go ahead and say, die slow. Thank you all for watching. Comment, like, share, subscribe, knee lift, watch wrestling, drink beer, give rim jobs, and go fuck yourself. Blvd Bullies. Out of time. Bye-bye.